aba search committee for a new coach. Ghana for so mumpacho. Finally, GFA the apology aba. Obisi wakwaku a budget, a secret document. Ministry ni feli so bema Ghana for who and some koye. Afe insembebre and a butter Black Stars any Abidjan Quintuyon.
And him the Amewama or any Tony and Sebio. One or two people it was in at Sky FM and I George Lomoti. I'm coming Kasa. So because I said my intro now, my was it started on Radio Gold.
Yeah.
You're talking about 20 years from now.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many have continued come by.
Oh yeah, Semu.
The Obi Catcher will say after Jamefe Commission, 10 years after no, we will be talking like this.
It's 10 years
10
exactly.
Years, 2014 to 2024.
Yeah, you're right.
And the MC Abako Semno, you find new chef and I can assure you 2034. And I mean, I don't need to another AFCON will come and we'll be talking about the same thing. And the enemy will be a break. It's not as if you can't be why you can't in Canada. There's nothing that Nana make kind of power in Canada. Would they listen?
Of course they will listen.
They will never listen.
There be, I know they.
Okay, and let me prove to you why I say they will never listen.
Prove to me.
Minute
Aye.
Funny say yeah event. And event yeah sponsorship yeah be about my $10 million. How much would we put into the at the end? As businessmen, how much do you think is the maximum you and I will want to put into an event? Say a subsidiary. Let's say a best subsidiary. In the event we are going to organize succeed, we will make $10 million.
Right.
How much you and I will we put inside? Not more than $5 million. As business people, so that in case it doesn't work, at least we have something to fall on. What you say? You can a businessman cannot just take his 10 million and put into a 10 million venture that might, because Udi second unya 10 no, Udi third unya 10 no.
Yeah.
So the AFCON winning if any idea that was Udi 7 million ishema ubenya 7 million. It's only on conditions over there ube winning, and you put in 8.5, and you are telling me that now they will listen.
But is this the first time we are pumping
that
such an amount into a venture? That is the reason why
they will not listen. That's why they will not listen, because they will keep doing the same thing. You have answered the question already. How say Namibia, they will fly to Ghana and fly to Ivory Coast and spend $2 million. How do you explain this? Another dollar, Ghana dollar is different from Namibia dollar. They are not ready to listen. They will not listen.
How have we come to this point?
Partisan politics. That's why you said, it's not the first time. You are right. Partisan politics. Because Sanka Ombeko Cote d'Ivoire and Yadi Anu to say Omenfa supporters in Koa. The current party, ruling party supporters are more fire and co. Say November by Ebeshe.
Oh really?
So they have no choice than to take them. Okay, let me explain to you something.
Please do explain to me.
Football for now, you can't create.
Was it football for one can't create?
You can't create. Wow. That's a fact. You can't create October or November elections, from Accra to Tamale by air is 1,200. And I'm a boy. That's 600 in, 600 out. We were able to fly 100 people to go and vote. Then when we're going to Cote d'Ivoire, STC is just 600 cities in and out. We took only 8 people from the premiership teams. Now, doesn't it make sense, Yanka, each premiership club?
Now, what you remember? You say education or education.
Yes.
What's it? You call Abidjan.
Yes.
Out of 18 Premier League teams,
only 8 slots.
They only got 8 slots.
Yes.
From government or the FE?
From the FE. They say voting it was from the FE. It was not from the government. Take the people they took to Tamale. It was not from the government. So we're not talking about government. It's football people.
But you have evidence that they flew 100 people to Tamale.
Oh,
say kunya abucho. Then tell me business and say anybody be osunyai. Ebi kura mutu abani be Tamale. En nasefo. Inti ebi kura they might have flown some, but not the number you are talking about.
Every team took only 1 person.
No, 2 people.
Exactly. TV is 50 people. It's still 100, But you only be 100, no. And we all know. You see, this is a problem in Ghana. But I'm just trying to let football people understand that it would have just made sense here. of all the 18 Premier League clubs, at least they are groundsmen, or they are stadium organizers, or they are pitch panels, those who take care of the pitch. Anybody in the team that Obeko AFCON Obe Bibi out of the organization.
Oh, it has always been club chairmen and officials.
Can't we change that, Nana? But I'm saying that even if you took 18 club chairmen, I would have been happy. 8 Premiership clubs, they got 8 slots. So that tells you that those who went to Abidjan, I know even football people who will not bring anything back to come and have our local game. Because I understand it's one of the most well-organized events in terms of the AFCON.
Yeah.
The best would have been that every club would have had somebody there. Also, Yamoussoukro Stadium.
Yeah.
You already have 6 people there watching, send your own paper hall, send your own send your own maintaining pitch, you know. Near other stadium, you pass 6 for her. It's about 6 stadiums, and I'm So 6, 36, is that not 6? So if you had even 36 slots, so 18 Premiership, another one, some for the Division 1 clubs, and then the lower tier divisions, and some of the academies. So we are just watching how CAF does its things. That's how you learn. Okay, Opel. It was the Opel cadet at Daewoo for here, or me a Daewoo racer, then Samsung, Hyundai, and Kia came out of it. You copy, then you better. Until we have pitches here, we are not be able to maintain them. We will think that it's our weather. We and Ivory Coast have the same weather. So if they are able to maintain their pitches there, they are doing something with maintenance. But you'll be a Juma. Field need agree and I am in offer. And I
know I have any responsibility, Anna.
You see, as a country, you drink quickly.
Right.
Because you drink quickly, it's somebody's responsibility to see that this is an opportunity for us to take advantage of. Okazi called 2010 South Africa.
Yeah.
German contingent, no?
Yeah.
Over 100 people. They come in, they build their own camp. There's somebody for this, there's somebody for that. This is how you maintain here. Kasa, do you think you and I are the only people talking?
No.
There are people, production people. Somebody's making sure the link is working. Somebody's doing social media. That's how come this thing, your viewers are enjoying what you're enjoying.
Ebonti, they said the state of Ghana football, and you're my baton. Open said there's a certain level of wastage in our game.
Perpetual and continuous.
Oh, really?
It's perpetual and it's continuous. Because, Nana, when was that 8.5 million?
Aye.
It can build 4 to 5 pitches in the 16 regions. Quality. Not one single region, every single region. In fact, say you're prudent with that 8.5 million. Every constituency can get a pitch out of it.
Oh, but don't exaggerate.
Because if a pitch costs 50 and you are buying 200, you get it lower.
But you are talking about, say, Green Grass Park, Yakura Stadium. $8.5 million.
Have you forgotten that Oto Adiabakwa, Nebodo, Anamiboa, and Oto Duduoswa, Nebo? If you are very prudent with yourself and you have 8.5 million and you want to build a pitch, a solid pitch for all the constituencies, you can.
But you have a national team that people say it sells Ghana to a certain point. You can't even quantify the value. So, and you know,
so that
if government is spending on the national team,
that's a fallacy.
Should it be a big deal?
That's a fallacy, because when was the last time you saw somebody with a Ghana flag that Black Star is playing? In the past, when was the last time? You tell me. I don't want to speak for you. Speak for yourself. The Ghana Black Star is playing. Somebody is holding the Black Star. People are buying the flags. People are running with it. And now it was those days when Radio Gold.
How would you describe the state of Ghana football with regards to the management of national team football? Any Ibia generally club football management?
Okay, I will not answer, but I will give you a parable.
No, you need to answer.
Jesus always gave a parable, and when you are smart, you understand what he's trying to say. I'm likening Ghana football to somebody who is arrogant and proud and pompous, and he gets to Medina, traffic light. Where the traffic light? Who said those days now we do a carriage, not a foot road, okay? Aye. And Tibia, would do horn, no we are quine. And now, but I'm for Biffy Pantine. He got loose from Pantine, and You do traffic light on and not done. That is what happened. But until because you don't know.
The microphone here, man.
Sorry. Because unim no. They say no, do the one akoye ebri and ebri na akoye do the one. But okay ebri. But remember, ebri is maintenance. And from your estimation, from the traffic light, within the next 15-20 minutes, you should be climbing. But because you assess at the end, what the far? You're talking about 2010 after the World Cup.
Yeah.
It was the at the end. About 20 minutes, still you're on the ground. You must begin to think there's something wrong. Because of your pride, you go to Dodowa. You still didn't realize that, Master, after 30 minutes there, I should be climbing a hill. The crack is here. You continue to Somanya. And then you go to Boom. But when you go to Boom, at Timpoku say, there's water. How can there be water on the mountain? But your pride makes you continue. That's 2010, you're now in 2014. Jamefe Commission, or the report at Tuhama. Say, based on this report, don't do A, B, C, and D. But because of your persistence, pride, arrogance, and pomposity, you continue. And Adome Bridge,
But you don't. Can you lay all of this as
that's what I'm going as
blame on the doorstep of the federation alone?
You ask me the government and
the federation.
That's why I'm giving you the parable,
right?
Because it comes in different stages. So when you go to Akosombo, you remember you saw the Adome Bridge, but in class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, you will be told about Adome Bridge. Say Akosombo. It is a 𝐒𝐿 na se Adome Bridge now. What's the best thing to do? It's not to turn back and go. But your pride and your pomposity you don't want to hear makes you cross that bridge. 2016. 2018, you go to Pando. By 2020, 21, 22, Unam Pandai. So, you will still get to Ebri. But like the children of Israel, 40 years, you go round and round. To get to Ebri from Pandai, also go all the way to the north and now come back. Unless you do what they call a paradigm shift, which we did in 1992, when Chema Rawlings put the uniform down before we could make a telephone call in Ghana. Chema Rawlings and found the uniform now to Hoa. No telecom communication was ready to come into this country. So until we make a major paradigm shift, change. How can you say Okobo AFCON? Now I will cost it 7 million and you want to take 8 million. Nana, what advice can I give you? You cannot be counseled. You cannot be advised. Most of these players, when they come to Ghana, December way, last year, they called World Cup. I was on TV.
Yeah.
Until after the World Cup, I went to London. When I was returning, when I was going, a Black Star player that had flown down with a business class ticket, it was in the plane with me. And guess where we were all sitting? Economy. I said, Opada. So when government is flying you, it's business. But when you are going on your own, it is economy. If the chunk of the money is going into hiring planes, sit down and plan ahead. Say, your matches, the next 3-4 months.
Sure.
Begin to plan so that we don't wait until a minute or a week to go, then you go and hide the plane. Nana, who does that? We are not prepared to learn. And see, this is, Mama retire. Why? Because these people, they will not listen, they are not listening, and they will not listen. That's it. Opera, me know where to bot, and then you better call the next AFCON about frame. Oh, what's the
wow.
Yeah, it's a fact. How can you not have a pitch and you want to go and camp in South Africa whilst you are going to Abidjan? Such a person, what are you going to say to the person? You can only advise somebody who has a teachable spirit, who wants to listen. Now, trade we didn't know. We had to sit down, the likes of Babo, the likes of you and Mohammed, and say, oh, Charlie, can he say? Man, can he say? Then he say. That's how we all learned. And imagine you don't want to listen. Nana, me say, on this network, I will produce and to her. The next AFCON, it will be the same. If not, change my name.
Wow. Ministry ni si oni FNB be ye nkitaho sere be ya om the strategic plans be ba na football no e develop ma ye nyina ye ni age.
How do you, can you imagine you get to the hospital and then the doctor says that Nana Ozio Yarewon, shall I give him code they make you go? How would you feel?
That be how a problem dey.
We hadn't received the report of the technical team and we form a committee to go and find a new coach. apart from grave digging, that starts from the top. Show me anything that starts from the top. You could do a see any power and open it to free top. Every good thing must start from the ground. You don't have a report to know what happened. Maybe the campaign was not good.
How do you know they don't have a report? Do you want the report to be a public document before you know there's a report?
Is the Black Stars a hidden document? But in this era of RTI, if you want the so-called bring back the love, you open up, you are transparent to people. One of Kwesi's major problems was transparency.
You think this federation is not transparent?
Ask your co-pundit or ask yourself. Be fair to the people you are watching us, whether they are transparent in your eyes. So who's Ruaka?
Miss Rohan. No, have you known me to be someone who fear people?
Never. So say it yourself.
Unfortunately, I'm the one who is asking the question.
But I'm at liberty to also ask you a question. Are you a dictator?
Ebo,
Charlie,
we come baby.
All
right.
Don't worry, I'll be back.
You should be back.
Yeah,
you should be back.
I've met people who are my family, so
you should be back because
Tony and Nana
we miss you.
Family.
We miss you.
Tony and our family. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Don't find an appropriate time there.
Right.
We'll be back.
That means Bebli. You could break your bar. Nana Adu, Josiah will continue with the rest of the show. Thank you very much, Ibu.
It's Messi, 2-0 to PSG. It's Mane, and it's blasted into the back of the net by Naby Keita.
Shot the target. Oh, my word. That was the Sputnik. Through the middle. Opportunity for the Phobians. They are back in it. Awako.
When fundamentally you fail to do the right thing over the years, Africa or again, over the years, almost sustaining
We say Manchester United is winning quadruple. Hey,
I'm penny for say a motor your son, you want to penny a yet Sasabon Samuel Wabu Achacha enti a yet mass post pack. Yasa Abebio, a Juada Ecosi, a Fiada no Panon Cron, Ecosi, a Ria Prem to Brim, Tia ya the dear de, and Kwan de Bebrel.
IMAX quality modern standing fans are vital on hot days. They cool you with good airflow, and to aid sound and longer sleep, they are secured with anti-rust mesh
9:32 is the time. Thank you very much to our friend and brother Ebo Apia for passing through. See, yes, Sankofa Yenchi, until we're going back to how it all starts here. Yeah, the Amanonism Ebeba. Now, you better know matches about so our English Premier League num. You are Ebeko Germany, a DFB Cup game bako eba so. Now ya TSC, the African Cup of Nations round of 16 clashes. And now the team PMU ewo a Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa. Is it an upset? And I say yana na ye reti Morocco for na ko baby ane ni si edi omoto. Mali for no 8 minute Burkina Dibomi was a typical West African derby. It had the trappings of a grudge match by all standards, but in the end, it was the Malians who emerged victors. Intentional saying, Nottingham Forest etne if you send Ramika say a straight win Edma Arsenal, and indeed they got that straight winner. On Timmy share Nottingham by 2-1. Yebro Jesus and Bukayo Saka, whom the share goes no Edma Arsenal. Fulham and Everton ebo goalless. This result also really shocked me. Luton Town was writing 4-0. Into way any day and also a PMO Premier League, no very shocking results. Crystal Palace estimated Sheffield United, Sheffield United by 3-2. A better che eze ono eshe mienu ena abrante Olise ono so eshe bako Edma ni Bobo kuno Burton Diaz oni eye Makati on eshe goes no Edma Sheffield United ntinra na nya sem ketwa Jordan Ayew Ghana Black Stars player no usiaka 90 minutes Edma eye Crystal Palace enra e was sakin senum Newcastle as omo pejo omo kakra on timi ko Villa Park nra etimi ko share Aston Villa by 3-1 we any the PM nra e wo Villa Parker and no epusu Unai Emery ene ne mrantie no ewo Villa Park and ram na me catch us a dear big game bako eba so a Fortuna Düsseldorf ontimi yi Bobo Kwa from St. Pauli a free more on penalties by 3-4 regulation time by na 2-2 ewo afenui akinsimu. So we'll be delving into African Cup of Nations news. We'll say that round of 16, we have the teams set for the quarter-final games. Basso, Intiano, and Yebe, Eura, and Chibia. But today there's Burnley away at the Etihad against City. Spurs, Etnefi, and Brentford. At the pick of the pack, the top liner is that one at the Anfield. It's Liverpool versus Chelsea. Shannon Sumayan, La Liga, and Barcelona. And I know Etnefi, Emma, Villarreal, Ebe Bomu, Enumo Mitimu Miensano. Nyamia Dumene, Ombers, Omitima Santi, Omoa, Oni Osasuna, Enedi Bomu, El Metropolitano, Atletico Madrid, Omni Rayo Vallecano, Eso Edeshishaso. Then in the DFB Cup, there's Hertha Berlin and Kaiserslautern. free Abidjan by say there ye hu wo mu abo no omba somba bebo ene wo mu so ba somba Abidjan man for kwan nra esoni se o kache Mali ene Burkina Faso boy ena onwie prapra kwam wie na Morocco eso ene South Africa edi boy ni Mali etimi ehye Burkina by 2-1. Unfortunately, the best defender yehu in Africa in recent times wano Tapsoba Ongo ena etimi epiemu eso so ye komuna na afedie utimu se Mali for no any abre edibako account Sinayoko amana bebe 2-0 Betchan ebenya penalty eshe the third goal of the tournament and so eno entinya moa ama Burkina Afria kensenuma and idea Mali ekonanim into the quarterfinals of the African Cup of Nations. In the other game ana obia any DH team adodo na rate yomo as the best team on the African continent. Morocco they performed the best an African team has done at the last World Cup, or Qatar. Could do quarterfinals. Indeed, they have one of the best players across. Some of the best talents in Africa. Na South Africa for no bianche them muomo. Onchi Morocco, Morocco come Morocco for anya the intimate Simo Adabraka. Abrante Makpopa. Wono etimi eshe bako enafim pomokwana. Ede bako peswa. Abrante for Amrabat enya red card, Hakimi, ese penalty. Chese ye diombe bia esusufofia and twata. Akensia beweye. Morocco have been dumped out of the African Cup of Nations. Another big upset for the 2023 AFCON. Stage is set on Friday. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, omne the Palancas Negras of Angola, and the Bomu, Saifiada na DRC, any Guinea, Eddie Boyni. Now, the big one, Saturday, 5 p.m., Mali, any host nation, Côte d'Ivoire, Eddie Boyni. Then the last game to complete the quarterfinal fixtures. One of the surprise packages of the competition, and maybe one of the best teams as well. Cape Verde, South Africa, and the Bomu quarterfinals. Nyamia Duma Memenda, the 3rd of February. So let me run through the quarterfinal fixtures once more. Nigeria versus Angola, 5 p.m. Friday, 2nd February. 8 p.m. 2nd February, Friday. DRC versus Guinea. After Saturday, 3rd February, 5 p.m. Mali and Ivory Coast. Now, Memenda, no Chenyumre, Cape Verde and South Africa Edia Boyni. Ubetimi do adwen chaba 0506367196 GF the Chaupa ba odwen wo sen Andrea you akasa odwen wo sen nyame aduma akana mienu pe na applications and 24G for the new Black Stars coaching so ye dia bawie ye eno ene nsema ye bora efia ye de beba enti channel so na oni ye indi jumano Max 89.7 active and live on Facebook as well, live in second Itakwadi on maximum 104.3. Nana Darkwa-Gyasi, Josiah Quaye, on behalf of the entire team, Holy, Tony Bebli, Michael, Daniel, Belinda, Ben, Philip, PK, Yenya, Yakabum, Gordon, and Eddie Jumedina Eba. You're from Nana Darkwa-Gyasi. It's always a pleasure to be here with the Sports Park. Good morning, Nana Adu.
Morning, Mr. Darkwa.
Be fine.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Bibia boko dia wo.
Adumarakwa.
Adope bibia okay.
Oh, once there's life, there's hope.
Yes. Very important. But for Swaba Besra, really a lot of things, and it's good. Also, 20 years ago, Namway.
I did tip him.
Fantastic. Bibia very fine. I think, sir. I was say Ghana ye boto na da FA Cup national emma this particular AFCON
obiano
me ye sure say ye ko hu Mr. Wosanata 𝐾𝐀𝐂𝐊 ene for wafa for penny can referencing Mr. Jojo Fosu hene so mo na FA Cup ni nsase no and Kofipoku, but sending catch it. Kofipoku Exporto, make days of Exporto days. Now, you could did way at the mad this year's AFCON. Because say wo tournament, Nana. Na countries 8 are do the last edition, quarter final. 8. In 2 years' time, yes, about our tournament now. Different countries 8. Now I say do one of 8. Now many fear me follow football. E been see Africa football muda. Me high many nkan even world football and European football. Asemi ya making e been see muda. Maybe the typical historians. Any penny for what we are share for nobody boy church maybe the be babe mu. But me many fee European tournament, World Cup, even Africa Cup of Nations we. Sa dey we I can ho asem dey. E bin see that football. Say I bought tournament 2 years ago. Teams 8 now do the quarter final no. 2 years time we start about the same tournament e move back okra ni ho.
Wow.
Different countries. Now what the final 8. Ade ba ko e ka kire ne say African football gap no average I get it close. Until now we hear mind be to say be Nigeria siwa. The elevation in Nigerian football is not huge. Ewo Burkina so. Gap ni close. Until ade Burkina dey your mind ye in terms of football. Nigeria between the name aye. And found the population. Ade Mali between the football aye no. Senegal will do it. Sana tournament we are catching. Inti the last 2 years, the final 8, Burkina Faso, Tunisia, Senegal, Equatorial Guinea, Gambia, Saint Viet, Cameroon, Egypt, Morocco. 8 Omudu quarterfinals, the last edition. Now, this time, Nigeria, Angola, Cape Verde, South Africa, Mali, Guinea, DR Congo, Ivory Coast. A new country. What situation are you finding yourself now? Nyama sasa. Into what situation are you finding yourself now? That is how our African football. Every pempen swobi. Ever do pempen swobi. So that is where we are now. And I feel said, football no grow. Ewa Africa ha. And the way ya can be close. Ever do some pempen so we will get to a level some of these countries will even struggle to qualify for AFCON. We will get to a level yeah, tournament Opera predict who is likely to win Opera where bet me win. Yeah, tournament as centrally. Me final 5 are more likely to win this tournament. Me bo Morocco, me bo Egypt, me bo Nigeria, me bo Ivory Coast, now me bo Senegal. Me ne okase I can only Ivory Coast the host nation and Nigeria. 3 of my favorites are out. That is the level of African football we are talking about now. Nana, to be honest, me share this particular tournament. Now me heard the air anyhow, football, and you improve when it comes to African football, Nana. We will get to a time qualifications for some of these powerhouse when they come to African football will be difficult. Nana Mene Okase, there is no North African country over this AFCON. There is no North African country. North African country, a country so winning AFCON the likes of Libya. These are all nations winning AFCON. Mene Okase, no North African country now what they ask AFCON as of round of 8. That is how African football echo. In the encounter, the story may be different today. Who says because in a short period of time? African football I'm found say one why about them say the only nation that wako World Cup akọ semi-final. South Africa, na you free mu. Na I mean the last time South Africa call World Cup. Men kai.
I'm cool with you.
They be the host. No, we host here 2010 no. By the Oman say we are bar qualify. We host now. We host in 2010. I ball Africa high. You see a ball South Africa no. The last time South Africa qualified for World Cup. We're the only African team what do semi-finals of the World Cup in the space of 1 year. We are talking about South Africa. Yeah. Now we are talking about 𝐾𝐕𝐄. Nana Embra, Eastern African. What team so?
Oh my God.
Yeah, for course, Bako 6. Course Bako 6. Nipa 5. 𝐾𝐕𝐄 will win the AFCON.
So.
Yes. Yeah, free for the do some pen so we. Yeah, Africa Cup of Nations now. Nipa or more predator no do one now say 𝐾𝐕𝐄 is likely to win.
Okay, South Africa played at the 98 World Cup in
98 World Cup, France 98.
They had their golden generation at the time. Sabre no more winning 96 AFCON. Oh, home soil.
Yeah, but player. My fish.
And only Ero Mokoena, only Phil McCarthy.
Makweni. Omo go pana no seche no. Arenze.
Edson Arenze.
Benny McCarthy.
That was the generation. Lucas Radebe.
Sean Baglet.
Yeah. So that's the 90s.
That golden generation, I doubt they will get some They
tried severally to build something like that, but that time now I feel South African football no a pager into Asha in between that time no almost said Amponya superstar be away
the last person will be Steven Pina the over Everton no any Tottenham no
Pina
the last person
Quentin Fortune never rose to become
Quentin Fortune ever say answer Pina ever
but Pina never played to his full potential. Pina only bossing the other boy you know
who saw on bossing sir
Pina I say underachiever obe bossa but yeah, okay. Michael is also bringing a good point. Injuries are
I'm permitting the best out of
Thank you so much, Michael.
Make that favor David Moyes team were Everton. Pina was a key player.
Yes, he was.
On Belgium, Nina the three football baby no.
Pina mona no muti maure unu passes so.
Yeah. Make I. So I thought say South Africa. Hugo Broos is dreaming what he did with Cameroon in 2017. With this South Africa team.
Unknown squad, but making surprises.
Impact. Our own was an assistant coach that time.
The 𝐾𝐂𝐊 Morocco phone specifically in yesterday's game.
Remember the name say South Africa for what plan to be. And they were came on Mindra. That is one.
On plan any plan bear.
The plan is we are facing a big team. So we should be more consecutive. And rely on their little mistake on within the team. Okay. Because after the first goal, no, as South Africa said, there were a lot of pressure on the South African team. From nowhere. Second goal, Morocco for the year, fine, Mediatum. They were missing Hakim Ziyech. Mediatum. But ain't enough. To be honest, ain't enough. But Hugo Broos, Ejima Oyen, Ubekai or Nana year tournament now. There were stories in South Africa say there were players be are not impending for so they should be in the squad or can say as long as or Nana year head coach or bet to should you no force some one system. Mekai during that period or yes I interview no. Even our FA president ever Twitter ever Facebook sa seminar Hugo Broos kind Ubekai. Or not become a people were saying say yeah, AFCON now who praises someone else in the country. That is Hugo Broos.
Yeah.
And the strength of this team, they say, if first 11, no, majority of the players ever one team.
Mamelodi
Sundowns. Nana, what's your team nobody see a kind of? Only by 3 or 4 players. Name South Africa. There's one Cyprus guy.
Then Percy.
There's one Egyptian guy. And some one Bakusu for Belgium or so. And can you see a kind in their league?
Yeah. Have you watched this guy? Zwane Mehuno.
Quality player.
You know his age? Zwane is close to 34.
They have a great team.
Yes, they do.
And team no more na dia omoko, not individual players.
Absolutely.
Country when a tournament.
But you give credit to the man on the bench.
Look Bruce. Shey makase, ade bia de waji bi da wo ho a. Our who experience. In the tournament I boy. Me na ka say he is the only coach aka in the tournament why we need bi da.
Yeah.
Dama Obama diko. Ali Usiseko. So 8 countries na aka no. The only country okita coach we win the AFCON ni bi da.
Yes, South Africa.
Yes, South Africa.
Into Obasanjo.
And that's all we need. He will be the only second coach in the history of African football or the 2 different countries at the AFCON.
Yeah. After Heavy Renard.
2012 and 2015 with Zambia and Ivory Coast respectively.
Sure.
Hugo Bruce could do it with the South African because me my dear to himself, me favorite home. And found the Usia. You can meet someone. Now they are not you. I said, Jemne Kutuno. Now you. Situation you're finding yourself in, no. Because me to me predict team when anyway you go see when they win it. Tournament are bonus and I. So now am I made to be honest. Me high man in can. Me many free ya measure AFCON. Where could be the best? And na me ni senior man bi kasa. Okache me say una na wa meto time na ye hwe Senegal 92. Now tournament where e course ya. O believe say after Senegal 92 this could be the best AFCON I witness it. O dey say we near fi.
And could be one fan obeji.
Yeah, o dey say we near fi. 62 na we si radio yi mu.
62. Mpapa cry, mpapa da ben.
So, all situation you finding yourself now. I'm up for what you be. So this is the best AFCON after Senegal 92. And then I shall debut you. Who's an saying individual players from Mukita team a free football muba. Who's an answer on? So be a team be that ho. Now because oh team where player where free man a hard ne. God in the coach's name finance system be a system no more operating instead of individual players to kita team no.
Wow.
Sadia ni free football mu. Into pa e bia beka say yenga na team in 1992. Abe dependent man mo final and into yentumi anje. By then, she coach na e coach teams na about AFCON ni. Omo wa adiri bi say enye individual players about to do success na open no.
Yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine about how the Malians are using Bissouma.
Yes.
Obi oni ensi no form of Bruchi no.
Why ordinary player?
Aye. And the Malians are thriving.
Yes, without him.
And yes, but no money will be crowd.
Yeah, you Mohamed Salah free mu against Ghana. That is what Egypt omunya lifeline. Omo ball mo pe omo nya draw.
So oni mu so omo free.
Omo free. But me say Egypt had their best game when Salah was out. What situation you find yourself no? Yeah. It's gradually in sad and free football mu. So I question Osimesi ni what I say. Coaches no, maybe yes your level no. The difference between 𝐾𝐂𝐕𝐄 and maybe Ivory Coast and what? So Omon drive you on individual players to kita the team.
That's right.
So coach ni mount a strategy be they bring the best out of the players.
Same for the Ivorian team.
Ivory Coast team no. And then Commander Sasa.
You're having player 2 seasons ago he was top scorer in the Champions League. 3 seasons ago, the season that Ajax,
Sebastian Haller. Yeah.
Frankiesi.
Top scorer, yeah.
Frankiesi. All these guys.
What do you say Haller not starting?
No, make it just all these guys on your bench.
On your bench.
Until recently, Masgrado was not starting.
Yes. You quite they all bought big names, no. More player be na say no more pan and say or Fiorentina. On also free bench never. Christian Kwame.
Aye. Kwame.
On your friend Duncan, but who's our boy no?
Duncan down for now.
On your friend Duncan about the same thing.
Aye. Abidjan.
On also second half inti. Omo game number against Senegal. Time on mete kano. Na players in na park no so no. Abaye Stewie. Frankiesi. Nicolas Pepe from the right.
Masgrade.
No, he Gradel le film.
Gradel go out.
And Christian Kwame no on the Sebastian Haller and I front two. That is why they were putting pressure on Diallo and Kalidou Koulibaly. So how football this year Quaye. But be sound say coach bro ni wo ho no. Then no the best out of Jenny Michel Seri.
Also no money Mobi
o money Mobi the first game boy no or the best player so o show the way a football next year any kwan a fe na me ya agi atum say in day football ho de ne question na be gina coaching so
I coaches and coaches ni dwene o
na only coach e be hard ne no matter the team akita unkita good coach a be hard ne and the ball ne question na be gina coaching your team bet not treat nyama no onya dia wa only right strategy. You know, the system will have to fit the players. So when you start the free players, one over samba. Obe some questions. I have this player, I have this defender, I have this. And Edmond Tapsoba scored an own goal.
That was saying that one of the best defenders in Africa.
Meno Okase main time and in count. Oh, you top 3 central defenders I will be in.
That's what I said.
Now, you can't do anything. I say, why is central defender or Jan Nasu Africa or boy Europe? Who do we different? It could be him.
It could be.
It could be him.
It could.
What I say, in Kadi Yakoya, I've say, you send ye Enya, Samikufu, Kolo Ture, more level, no, you said Enya do Europe now. Samikufu, Kolo Ture.
Yeah, but on the team no bonus to count. Leverkusen is a good team.
Fine.
But elite.
Yeah. But Tapsoba on it. Barcelona for different around here, different behind him.
And America
difference is a way that Barcelona ebo. Now we ebo Leverkusen.
Kalidou Sousa. Say Kalidou so from Napoli. And over
Napoli time no be afo say best factor defender.
Best in Africa. But if you only expose you know. You know, Tapsoba need the nimbo. But you can't rate him as the best African center
unless we move to
an elite
club. For some people to play Bayern Munich from 1993 to 2003 for 10 years. Now we'll be blue.
No, we are so about Roma and Ajax.
So about Roma, no near the account.
Any Ajax.
So that level, yes, especially people do what and the video one compared defenders be
at least.
Yes. So my dear to say coaching our tournament way is the most important thing I witness.
Right.
Now that's why this our teams way they do some so way. 2017 winner out. 2019 winner out. The last edition winner out.
So the three
in Jamaica 2015 there.
The 3 previous AFCONs.
How many winners in there?
Is it your 21 there?
2015 there or
Ivory Coast 2013 there.
Any 2013 there or 2012 Zambia were free. And the 3 times winners 2008, 2010, 2006 almost free.
Egypt free.
2004 were free. Into what in the last 20 years now.
So there's a possibility we'll get a new winner of the AFCON this year.
Oh, we need be. I want to know or can't say a bit my but my but the pack no J no or GBH. Somebody said it.
We cried there, not necessarily so GBH. Bet me winner on GBida.
On GBida. Because on the audience,
so fair come.
Nigeria are winning 3 times. Oh,
yeah.
Angola winning bida. Oh, Cape Verde winning bida. Oh,
thank you.
South Africa winning once. Oh, Mali winning bida. Oh, Ivory Coast winning 2. Oh, DR Congo winning 2. Oh, Guinea winning bida. So it means yeah, can say Akadi Congo winning 2.
So you check the strength of the past winners and the strength of the non-winners.
Yes.
So
in the Ebi are the favorite for now. For now on paper,
Nigeria.
It's Nigeria and Ivory Coast.
Okay. 1,
because of Kwame Nana Adu do some pempen so way. Any 1. Now 2, because of the history of the tournament. So Ebi are Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and what the route to the final? To me sure to final.
Yeah.
The route to the final.
Yeah.
The 2 countries they cannot meet themselves.
Yeah.
To the final. So I'm your favorite. Now what about DR Congo? We need to be a check. And South Africa. The rest no be a winning be that. So out of the 8, only 4 no winning be that. 4 soon winning be that. Tournament aye boy san ebedu. Nana. So umpo e mo ofe. And tournament will bring a lot. I heard the situation in Besiako, and I'm happy for the way our tournament this equal. And me South Africa game no. Now me who Amadi Peneke ho. Me who pass CAF president no. Motsepe ewo ho. Now me who African leaders me bregu ho. Mangasa will be happy the way African football grow. And now because of the kind of tournament even European media any attention our AFCON so leaks na there no if we ho na ba fam. And Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. Various places I share people are interested in the AFCON. I only say the Liverpool and Chelsea ball. But I get the talk of the town. Because of the AFCON there, because maybe in the game in the one attention must shift kakra until Friday. I have started quarter final. So Nana, AFCON now born here, to be honest. One of the best tournaments you have witnessed when it comes to African football. And the year could have been Nana. Maybe the ministry crowd choosing the best player. Why they are me? What can I mean? The best player out of the 8 teams here we are.
Very difficult.
Senka 8 teams in do ha. Ka previous ones I actually there. Insure will be number 1. Mabululu will come. What I say? Gelson Dakar will come.
Let's deal with the 8 now.
Now let's look at the 8 here, okay? Obia Mabululu still Angola. He's doing a great job for his country. Ejimo you know. DR Congo and the service of former Chelsea for player in the round of 16. Katuka. But not get a team the power. He's still around. He will be back in the quarter-final game.
Right.
Nigeria ain't shadang player been between whom PA. But they are playing as a team. Osimhen ayana hodie. Onyeka ayana hodie.
Isn't it obvious Osimhen is the driving force?
He's the driving force. That is why I'm say yeah, kwa final constitution and modium gakre.
Osimhen. He's not scoring like he's scoring in Europe, but
why are you too unselfish in this tournament?
He's carrying his team along.
And why are you too unselfish? Should game born on the map? Ademola for the first goal.
Yeah.
Player be or her, and then your boy CBA. Kobetiato looking for an infringement. But who the real game needs to carry on just to give the pass for Lukman to score.
He could have decided to score himself.
Absolutely. He's been too unselfish. And even Nana Benzema, Eddie Cristiano Ronaldo no. Ball of Bianis of Benzema will score. And so Jadema Cristiano Ronaldo. So before the tournament where Nana, I bring the best out of some of these players. To be honest, I'm a bomb body able to do some pempen. So quarter final games on Friday no. You best start to witness how situation will go. That is for just 1 minute play. And not me who people Arsenal game. And I thought say still Arsenal defense didn't convincing me enough. Taiwo I won you didn't start the game. Obey man or best consolation goal the man not for Forest. And I thought say Arsenal team extra in the second half.
Right.
Me also a changes be team nimu. Rustemate came to replace 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 to partner the Clan Rice in the midfield. Gabriel Jesus Trossard and started Obemu second half.
Obesa Jesus.
And I thought say the performance in the second half was okay. A sign be a after some break kakra no. Almost pick it up. Almost a good result in the Premier League. So
right.
It was a good win and not Arsenal for over Nottingham Forest away. Let's see how the league will go. Medin can say Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool are on a different level. But one more pray for the fourth spot. No, the real league needs to corner. The second round we move and the games for about time.
Maybe you can have time to preview the Chelsea Liverpool game.
Yes. It's a big game. You know, I don't know. Say Justin what could do ahead of this game, but report I met and say Salah there, Jurgen Klopp are confirmed say or out of this game.
Right.
So they will still have to fall on Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, and of course Diogo Jota for their game today against Chelsea. And I thought say Chelsea this particular season no results in the crown no against the big guys no. Almost find a way to do well. Okay, this particular season, but no buy no. The first few games of boy the back was against Liverpool nya draw. Okay, and we're gonna be a force say I think Chelsea to me carry the day. But eventually, to me, we have a game to watch today. But I thought say Liverpool will come top. Make pure almost my pick the maximum win over Chelsea Football Club, the English Premier League game about Sunday in England.
6 minutes past 10. Thank you very much, Nana Adu, for your brilliant analysis. Also, be joining in now with your comments or submissions. Nina Ba or WhatsApp. So on 050-6367-196. We are equally active on Facebook, so you can send us your messages. You can like and share. Na etimi edi bibia akwenim enti. Is it Ebrasu say Josiah? So edi nedie eba. Me say I want for the messages eba. Keep them coming and we'll read them to the listenership. Hi, Joe. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bogo.
Me Adu now so.
Yeah, Adumarakwa.
I say this week the bread here na show nti. Mr. Sankechina na your man 5 minutes no so.
Abaka kotokwase.
Technical sports.
Then we no be some question be ba mentumi ya no. Ti that another
we ya. O educate your technical.
En komo ba kumu na muni bread edi wechi o na na se de ba radio so.
Ready bet na ze.
Question no be say na entumi fem.
Ene munye di ni.
Usa ba ku bi o ma answer.
Ene enye sports.
Ene entumi fem ma.
Ene munye di ni enye sports.
Ready, what it. Now say we have go.
Now Adumarakwa.
Yeah, they am say. Now say AFCON we there. I'm enjoying. I'm
you know
enjoying
the highlights
the
of this AFCON for me? Officiating and the use of VAR.
Oh, Nana thumbs up.
That has been the highlight of this AFCON for me. I was telling my friend yesterday that after the introduction of AFCON by the Western world, Sebia, the top leagues in the world, any implementation of VAR, okay, and the controversies associated with VAR. Now, would the comparative analysis to how VAR has been used in this AFCON in this short period? Before
no. They be Nana, because so far there hasn't been even a single controversial decision.
Not at all
in this tournament. And I'll see bomb about so because most of these referees officiate without the use of this technology.
And it's not to say, you know, there hasn't been mistakes.
No. But generally, top class. 90%. Meet me my referees way. Almost all the referees away the games no.
Yeah.
It's name one says Senegal for few years no. Crepin Diatta was making those comments.
No, that was highly unprofessional.
To go to the extent of
he will learn.
To go to the extent of calling CAF officials corrupt no. Boy no better no pa. One share no better no. But Nana Nwaka I think say the implementation of VAR no, and the usage any BBR has been top notch. And Osha the average time taken to even make decisions when referees visit the screen and check. Then within some few minutes and even seconds, they just make the decision and they go back. Now I think say every single person, the league, European top 5 leagues are still ongoing. The Asian Cup is also being played in Qatar. But then Ocean News, the vibes surrounding the AFCON every single time. And I think say it's this January, it has really served every football lover. And yesterday I watched both games. The first game and also the second. And I quite remember, I think last week, Nameka said, Ocean Mali di Burkina. Because they play the same kind of football.
Yeah.
Very physical. Boys, the average height of the players are. These are like, you know, very, very physical guys. It was going to be a physical battle. But on the day, I think what won the game for Mali was quality.
Quality, yeah.
They had quality in bro Burkina so. Because make sure Burkina team now, almost stars Nana in that team had to be Bertrand Traoré, who plays for Villa, and also Tapsoba, who plays for you can say Bayer Leverkusen. But then Osha other players that's why the fans say Oxer, Issa Kabure, Luton Town is not bad. But then Kita team now. I think you had to fall on these two guys.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the Mali first 11. Goalkeeper them and Ochi within Africa, Ochimayanga. Yes. Aside or no, back four no boy no. 2 Ebo Mompe.
Yeah.
2 Ebo Mompe. Baku Ebo start Brestos. So Utu say omu level no so come midfielder. Just look at the midfielders. Haidara is playing over there.
Kamara
Koulibaly is also playing over there. You can say Kamara Monaco is also over there.
Yeah.
It's I say omu team no they have more quality and most of them are playing the same league.
Familiarity.
Exactly. Don't wanna with the same league. That's what the French league.
Yes, sir.
So I just knew say quality wouldn't be a problem for them. They just have to play as a team. And you see, we keep on hammering on the fact that Nana coaches are impacting their teams. And now you know to have the balls to sit a player like this Zuma down. Nana and you coach be the meeting you. Who this could run and go ahead and win. Because the more you win, Nana, the less people question your decision.
The player becomes a forgotten man.
Debut, Nana. Woo, MS5 benchy Halemu. Halemu na the idea win here. Has anyone questioned his decision to bench all those stars?
No, because the results came.
Because the results came. And about the Sana, the people even begin to what? To trust your judgment.
That's right.
The more aircon, they begin to what? To trust your judgment. And I'm looking at how Mali managed to. It looked like Nana first half, there was total dominance for them. And Oshe bench, the players a fee bench, Koita, Ebai. Look at the team he plays. Muka was then that player who plays for Hoffenheim. So it looks like they had quality both on the field and on the bench. So I wasn't surprised. You can't say Burkina Efimu. Nana, to the issue of having a first time winner, Nana, it looks like the odds on. We could have, because Osha parents now. It look like team awajibi any team on GB bo. Team awajibi any team on GB bo.
Wow.
Osha pay na. It say yenya teams me and sakrat me ekunko winim. I'm looking at the parents. I think Angola is playing Nigeria.
Yeah.
Nigeria 3-time winners. Yeah. Angola have never won. They've never won it before. Mali has never won it before. They play Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah. Who are 2-time winners.
2-time winners. Kevin any Guinea. Enkwane teams are good. And I think that the other one has to do with South Africa. South Africa DRC. So 2-time winners against a 1-time winner. It is definitely not
interesting matchups, eh?
So it means that Mali to be winning. Kevin to be winning. Nana. It means that the likelihood of this AFCON seeing a first-time winner is high.
Wow.
But then also, Nana, let's look at the quality. And the display of the teams of Munjibida in this AFCON.
Right.
Ebru omo majibino.
Osa.
Oh, no, baby, look at the teams of Munji. Look at Angola. Baby, Angola. Angola. Baby, Angola are yet to lose a game. Their worst has been a draw. And they are still in the competition. Look at Kevet. It will make us a team pair wajibia so far the performance are top notch. Nigeria. Because even Cote d'Ivoire, they were hanging on what? On the thin thread.
What you for new tournament team?
It was that Senegal win that actually revived our confidence. But then looking at the Mali performance and how Mali has been able to stay resolute throughout the competition, Nana, embedding Papa.
Mali in Cote d'Ivoire.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Tekri.
Now, Cote d'Ivoire for now, I saw Sekou Fofana. There was a giant.
Yes, I saw this guy in the stands.
Who?
Seydou Keita.
Oh.
Yeah, proper baller.
No, but Mali, I would say the football has been a bit unfair to them. Oshom consistency in AFCON.
They've been perennial underachievers.
No.
Mali for now is a Dutch
national team some time back now. Yeah. Because team
they've never come to tournament as underdogs.
No, never. And they are also not a favorite.
Exactly.
So it did be baby. Because Oshe Zambia, their journey to winning that 2012 AFCON, Nana, it could have been a Malian side. But they never had that luck. And sometimes, to win a tournament, Nana, you need an extra luck.
That's true.
They've never had it. I'm looking at teams that are qualified so far. Nana, let's not be surprised. Say we are seeing these teams there. The only surprising thing is the fact that the teams that made it into the last 8 in the previous tournament, none of those teams has been able to retain their status in this one. And because most of these teams, Nana, always make it to the quarterfinals. Kevet were there in 2013. South Africa in 2019 they were there. Mali were there in 2013. The last time they made it to the quarters, they finished 3rd in the tournament. Cote d'Ivoire in 2019 they were in the quarters. Congo in 2017, back to back. 2015, 2017, quarterfinals. Guinea 2015, quarterfinals. Nigeria 2019, they made it to the quarterfinals and eventually finished 3rd in the tournament. And also Angola, the last time they made it was in 2010. After Ghana and so drew the quarterfinals. In the teams where any teams would say totally they are not good side. Almost all the teams that are qualified for quarterfinals, Nana, they've been there before in the last 10 years, or let's say last 14 years. They've all been there before.
Wow.
That should tell you that these teams, Nana, after they are being knocked out, there's something they keep doing right. There's something they keep doing right. But Nana, my biggest disappointment, last week I said it. Say Africa, North Africans, no, Nano Mushe ye. Because it looks like Yeka Omo to be flatter
to deceive.
To deceive. Nana North Africans no.
Morocco for ipa.
Na they be Algeria team Ogita. She Morocco team Ogita.
Nana, they were that poor, eh?
When you combine all the teams, the North African teams, when you say in total, they won just one game.
Wow.
Coming now, Bomo. Teams, North Africa teams, Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt. These powerhouses, 4 countries here, my boy. The whole half come win one game.
Morocco
win it over Tanzania.
Egypt will draw Miensa.
Tunisia win the game.
Algeria
win the game.
Hey. So the North African dominance on continental football at the national level never form.
You see, I told you the last time. I say that's a gradual, because the only thing West Africa for no, or we try and say when they come into tournament, no we are well prepared. Sometimes no matchups no air a bomb, especially Egypt. Egypt me but no enya West Africa teams by me so be you film. But then odi omo strength no and on performance they boom in totality anana. Omo said anything enya dey sir. So I was going back as far back as 2010. Nana. Angola 2010 quarter final. Algeria and Egypt penalty me a rim. Yewi na yeyi Algeria film Egypt na call getting into the quarterfinals and also eventually winning the tournament. Nana Omun said that and no one should be surprised. Say a team like South Africa Morocco. Nana, I wasn't surprised.
So I didn't say
2019.
Aye.
2019 year ball. Egypt.
Aye.
I don't know host nation film.
Yeah.
1-0.
1-0. They were the team that actually beat the host nation to what? Efimu. Lodge that Brony guy in the last minute. No. Nana, and you look at that team.
Nana, the
team that won against Egypt. Nana, how many years now? 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Still had 2 players in what? In it. The team that won against Egypt, Nana, in 2019. That was the first time the tournament had 24 teams. Nana, that was the first time the tournament had how many teams? 24 teams. So that was the first time in the history of the AFCON, around of what? 16 stage.
Yeah.
I remember that game. Egypt dominated Nana from start to what? To finish.
Yeah.
But the year we are not South Africa heading, I won. So yesterday I was watching the game, and in that game, Pesitao started, and their goalkeeper, Chimam and Melody Sandals, Rowan Williams.
Yeah.
He also started in post.
Yeah.
They are the only 2 players almost starting this game now, and that's why we hear them. Almost starting here.
Wow.
Pesitao and Rowan.
Wow.
Zwane, he came from the bench.
Yeah.
In that game. It will shape South Africa for Nana. They don't boast of the best names. But then if
as a collective.
And I was watching the game, and you know that when you accept your flaws, Nana, it helps you. They gave the Moroccans the respect they needed, but then they didn't over-respect them. And now go on the barrier, because the Moroccans were actually dominating, and once the Moroccan for no, almost some overconfidence because they know that team no mukitan. Nana, it will be very difficult for any team to beat them.
The problem is, you see, when they are playing and the goals are not coming, they get increasingly frustrated.
They frustrate. It ends players no omudimina.
Their pattern of play didn't change.
As a sign, because South Africa were able to hold them.
No, they were organized. Oh, they weren't overdoing things.
Now sometimes we ball on Tiasi. Because after the goal came,
but nobody gave South Africa any
even from the group stages.
Yeah.
Even from, and I think that's Namibia for we know and then they actually propel you on
the booster.
And he's talking about tournament, Nana, and luck.
Yeah.
Imagine that Washa won. Pressure keeps mounting on you. Nana, you give away a penalty. Nothing now then. Abua say no. The team to add more, you can say fuel to you can say frustration. No, Nana, they have a player out sent off, and you score the winning goal.
Yeah.
Now these are the kind of nyama is here. Sometimes I won't tell you football. And now at this point, the South Africans will start what to believe. Nana, their next game they play against 𝐾𝐊.
Yeah. Cabo Verde.
Now, Mashe Morocco, 𝐾𝐊 wins me.
That's where the problem is.
You see.
So football, they 1+1.
Oh, they say and follows our logic, no.
Sanity.
You know, but it's the confidence in what it gives the South Africans.
That's true. That's right.
It boosts their confidence. Ayajibida. Say 96 you also win, and we are still in the tournament against. You say, and teams like 𝐾𝐊. Now sometimes Inter can say Wajibida, you have character. We always talk about character, and all the time. Nana. Sometimes the experience alone is what rigs the character.
Right.
And they are looking at say it because South Africa haven't. What they said they've not been consistent with regards to the AFCON.
Even with qualification,
it's even a problem for them.
Yeah.
They've never been and team so tournament at home house and now you need to grab it.
That's true.
Because so you look at the 8 remaining teams. 4 of the teams, Nana, have won it before. 4 have never won it before. All 8 teams, Nana, never made it to the last 8 in the previous edition. Nana, this is mind blowing. And I'm sure I said surprises name here. Oh Nana, you. Now for the group stages. Nana, your teams they film group stages. Look at the powers. Ghana,
Egypt,
Algeria,
Cameroon.
No, some will come film later. Group stage, yes, Tunisia. Now round of 16, you have the likes of Cameroon, you have Senegal, you have Egypt. Nana, you.
Wow.
Because game now here, Nana. I'm looking at the fact that one thing that has changed African football. See, is the
Nigeria-Angola game will be a dicey one.
Nana, it will be a very difficult game. See, at this point, you make no mistake by underrating your opponent. Make no mistake, because Cape ball, Angola had a red card and still won by 3-0. Nana, make no mistake, because Anwadina boys need the ball. It was they are playing with some good energy here. So at this point, the office say, no, manage technique mabululu di shegu. Ankasa boss ye who have kono. So be share sabon e euros ni ebo no be share sa go na. Nana?
They mabululu di.
Mabululu go euros be ni ebo na. Lewandowski be a finesse boss ah.
Because I be bro they are describing no.
I'm telling you.
Okay, Van Persie go no share. Is it World Cup?
Your diving head here no.
Yes. Daily Blind. Be sitting World Cup we be be. So the quality, and one thing that has changed African football that we need to accept is the influx of African players in Europe.
Yeah.
Because there's a team BR player ball heading. You.
Yeah.
Team BR player heading. So you just need some fundamentals to build it.
That's true.
Ushemali team way not only one player. Nana Isiakan wa Africa. And Numpo and your team Yakeke Yanga. Onumpo a goalkeeper. Outfield players in Europe. Some are playing the Conference League. Some are playing the Europa League.
Na alu dia wen. Me for that.
Me for that. Omoni ebi man go.
Ebi amma.
Ebi am go. Because omo team here rich. Nana. No, to have a team. You think say Bissouma Ghana ni got bench. Bissouma fi Ghana. Anka Blasters e bobo na Bissouma at bench. Nana. Who coach here pa wo. Hey. Bissouma betina bench. But they are playing without Bissouma. The likes of Koulibaly, Nana Kamara and Haidara. They are just making things work. So yesterday with the two games that happened, the Mali game and the South Africa game, Nana, I really enjoyed the games. But in the quarterfinal,
Dian is on the bench.
You but you have a player playing for Monaco. You have a player playing for Leipzig.
No, on my midfield no. Brest, Hull City,
Salernitana,
Spurs, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Salernitana, Leipzig, Monaco.
On my defense, who was Sociedad? Who was Montpellier?
Stormgrass.
Who was Braga? Who was Montpellier?
Toulouse.
The players now are not almost Europe.
Now the only biggest gate about Leipzig na Amadou Haidara.
Haidara on the also Haidara is still there.
Haidara is still alive.
And Haidara is a first team player at Leipzig.
Right.
So I think say my take after the round of 16, Nana, as a North Africans,
okay.
Because display way, Nana, is the worst we've seen
Shambolic.
Since. No, and yet 2 of the teams
failed to win a game.
3 of the teams failed to win a game. Actually, Egypt, none of the team they qualify.
Yeah.
But 2 were out in the group stages. Round of 16, 2 is why they if you. And Osha sub-regions in your confederations, I'm not imagining the 11.
Yeah.
7 for Egypt, 2 for Algeria, 1 for Morocco, 1 for Tunisia. I'm not just seeing Obia sub-regions now.
Wow.
But at this point, I say they are racing, against, the other sub-region, because football, I say a Chinese ABA.
Wow.
And in Kofosu too quite. So in Timothy is a board, when it comes to talent, Nana Ghana we can boast of it. But there is more to football than just talent.
Right.
Nana Midiesi.
Thank you very much, Josiah Quaye. Fantastic submission from Josiah. On it, Nana Adu na wote say omo echeche adie kakra no. 10:31 is the time on the 31st of January 2024. A midweek edition of the Sports Park, Maximum 104.3. Transmitting live from Accra on Max 89.7. Yankwe na etie for so messages a omde aba and also ebo amadwumedi ekonkan and ebraso a ye ba be kinkan. And asem koma Techno Mobile say abreni na omkoye moami etimi dwumedi ba magana fo nyina ene wiase afa na nyina so gye a wa 2. Techno say omo bie on shop no foforo kra kanina nka mobile be shopping ya timose enso e say de ya dani mu a ehwa ye fe papa phones no so yakra bebrebe and ababegu anom ahodo no dodo na bi ene wo ha den bi ena wo pem pacho bra yenteme oba be hu se yeton Techno Phantom X2 eno ni phone twade jai ne battery ho odin de pumping sounds so ena ni phone we na e big memory space a ubetimi a download movies wonyom ne de keka nyina Techno Phantom X2 na make come for ma wo di si charger smadu asampe na wonya full battery e wo Techno accredited show be ben wo da command junction Techno dan kesemu the new ultra modern state of the art exclusive shopper it was second floor of Techno building and I make come for sell be bar no ababeju mobile phone at Techno e de abadwom nya no kwa DMB na ope your Camon 20 Pro your Spark 20 and your phones are Techno they buy ne for the elite class it be any Phantom V Fold and I think Phantom Flip Fold bra na be di juma e was Techno mobile and from e was 05969133298 and I simple 05969133320 max buy retail shop be e Ghana ha ubenya Techno ato e wo ho Techno, join the league of the extraordinary today. Time for us to get interactive on WhatsApp and all our other social media platforms. In the end, I say, oh, WhatsApp. Okay. Richard Nana Adu, I don't even know whether to read your message or not, but I'll try. I say, good morning, Nana Darkwa. You've been on radio for 20 years from Radio Gold and Max FM, but very humble. I'm coming to for you. I'm sorry, but that's just by the way. The way you go about your interviews and discussions is very exceptional, and you never give off any feeling of nervousness. Encourage yourself and know that beyond the skies is your limit, and the Lord will lift you into international platforms. My greetings to Mr. Hagan, popularly known as Saddam, the greatest men's fashion designer at Tema Community 1, Site 1, and Ano, a Star Times installer at East Legon, Mempassing Bluegate. My name is Richard Nana Adu from Hachu Ekomok. Or say it seems Arsenal are returning to winning ways. We pray for Gabriel Jesus to stay fit and score more goals. As for Brighton, how could they concede 4 goals against Luton? Luton is also on some good form. Richard Nana Adu, Nyame Shell, in Cranche Simia Odia Bay, Nyame Enkahu, Yadasi. Say udin semiaba ye gbeko so asum ewa ho brasim yadase yami shaw ye fom so a na mo atrentene nyansa ni ba kufu trim na de otwa saso nim se na chiachia se de dame ka na betena ha ya adesua enti yadase say udin cranche semiaba yami shaw bebre. This one says, good morning, Nana. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns / South Africa for beating Morocco yesterday. It's a lesson to Ghanaian clubs and local players. Kweku Apri and Adebayo. Thank you very much, Kweku Apri. We also say, hi, NDG. Good morning. Please do this exercise for me. Is Cameroon classified as West or Central African country? I ask in relation to Josiah's count on African trophies won by the sub-regions. Sadiq Enediwe Baye. It's a good question, Sadiq. Thank you very much. Also, good morning, Nana Darkwa-Gyasi, Nana Adu and Josiah. This AFCON is so far the best AFCON I have watched. VAR reviews fantastic than the so-called EPL. This is your boy, Ten Hag Jr. from Tantra Hills. We also say, good morning to Max FM Sports Team. I'm Sadiq, the regular listener from Sakumono Estate. Nigeria will win the ongoing AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, and my team Chelsea will show down Liverpool tonight. My regards to my big bro, Samuel Shine, and also to my serious girlfriend, Felicia, all inside Lash. Which is on serious girlfriend, I was serious one, but we're here for serious one. No. Hey, I'm for town. We say, my name is Lil E, first African side to reach the World Cup semi-finals, getting moved aside by some Amapiano dancers. AFCON is the very best. Morocco made Ronaldo cry at the World Cup, only for South Africa to knock them out of the AFCON. Tonight, they do the Ronaldo celebration with their head as they cry. Poetic justice. Lil E is the name. People are observant too. This one, Charlie, another long message, but I get a feeling it could be thought-provoking, and it's early on the show. So let me try and make meaning out of what he's writing. Or say, hi, Nana, how are you and your crew? Nana, it's true that the North Africans are descending gradually in African dominance in football. But Nana, trust me, there are things underway to rebuild and redevelop and bounce back stronger. Remember what Morocco is doing now. Right to Dream has a project in Egypt now to discover and polish talents. An interesting fact is that 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 and Derek Boateng are in the forefront of these projects. This is far better than Ghana. We have problems. We know the problems. We are failing to solve the problems. The North Africans have better infrastructure and systems to inculcate the philosophy and culture of the country into their players for the future growth and development. What is our ministry and GFA doing to revive our football? What is the roadmap to grow our football? Nana, I was a little boy at 𝐒𝐀𝐂𝐊 in the Eastern region when Tom Venom came to Frankfurt Soccer Academy to understudy Coach Kadri Mumuni. Oh, boss, now he owns one of the biggest sports facilities in the world. Ghana hasn't grown that much as a country, but as an individual, we can identify progress. Nana, football is a great source of income for economies, but we fail to identify the opportunities as a country. From Samo Kofi Nyampong. Coach Mumu Noah Kutiano, Madame Fubia, friend of Kwabena Nyakon. The CEO of Interworld Travels, or Sakaman, Blue Lagoon. Kwabnadam Funi Coach Mumuni way. And if I tell you his contribution to Ghana football from the underground, you'll be marveled. It's true. Tom Venom, Bibi Kakra, Mumuni, at a point, they were partners in trying to recruit players from Eastern region and other parts of the country. So, Kofi Nyampong, you are right. You know what you're talking about. God bless you. Maybe a Coach Mumuni, he's my friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
But now that will come here. Coach Mumuni.
What else your boy Akutia?
Wow.
Aye.
Wow. And the Pakuno Nimno.
Oh, Aden. Onim Nasenka, you will come back with these facts. Good morning, Nana and the entire sports crew. Last year, or this year, Cape Verde, Angola, and Mali are favorites to win the AFCON. Tonight, my darling club Chelsea is going to beat Liverpool by 1-0. I'm Evans Acoustic, listening from Shy Hills, Kodiabe. Also, good morning, Nana. How are you doing? This is my problem on the Black Stars. Black Stars players came together in Ghana before going to the tournament. But after they lost out of the tournament, they didn't come back as team members. And that's disrespect to the nation. I'm Joyson from Ashama. Like, try to convince me. Bet me connecting a ticket in between Nakolandi, Akobo Boajini Sika Pubino, Zamra Kruma, Good morning, Max FM. I'm Patrick SP from Zenu. Mali will be going to the final in this year's AFCON. Oh, so? Yeah, Beshe. Also, good morning, Nana Darkwa-Gyasi and the entire sports crew. Nana, I think Angola or Cape Verde will be champions of the tournament and Mabululu emerging as the top scorer of the tournament as well. Having said that, my darling club Liverpool will surely destroy Chelsea beyond repairs, even with the absence of Mohamed Salah. This is Jupiter the General from Spintex. We say good morning, Nana Darkwa. Thanks for the good work done. Nana, this AFCON will be a lot of surprises. Nana, let's watch out for South Africa and Cape Verde. I'm Oscar, the taxi driver at Nungwa Methodist. We say good morning, Nana. I'm 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄, listening to you from Israel, Lomnava, the best African defender now in Europe. Is no other person than Alexander Djiku with Fenerbahce in Turkey. You can check his stats anytime he plays for them. I'm not saying this because I'm a Ghanaian, but because he's performing very well in Turkey. Shout out to our Mr. The situation we find ourselves in right now, Nana Adu. That's your new name. The situation we find ourselves in right now. The guy's been listening to you. Interesting. Wow. Okay, we say you asked a very intelligent question about the indirect benefit the nation gets from the participation in tournaments, which cannot be quantified. Your guest, Ebo, brushed it off and claimed it's a fallacy. No country goes to the tournament because of the prize money or to make profit. The budget thing has always been politicized, and they make it seem that Ghana actually spent $8 million. Why can't people accept that 42 years is so long and football in Africa has changed, and Ghana has no divine right to dominate Africa? Kofi Nkaswa. I'll say it's obvious that VAR use has been very good in this AFCON, but don't forget that the Western world have used it since 2018 World Cup. So definitely, the referees in AFCON will learn from it with regards to the mistakes and errors in the last 4 years it's been used in Europe. I would have been surprised if these referees had not done better after watching and learning. Thank you very much, Kofi. We say good morning to my best sports show in the capital. Thank God for your life, Nana. Please, I'm sure 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 or Mali will win this tournament. Your regular listener, Action, the boat driver. Also, Josiah, thank you very much for the words so sweet on the Mali team. I love watching their matches. This one says, good morning to you all in the studio. I'm listening to you live from Ashaman, Roman Down, Nana TCL. Please tell Nana Adu that Chelsea will not lose to Liverpool and Chelsea will beat Liverpool by 3-1. My greetings to my lovely wife, Doreen, at a Sherman Fita line. This is your boy, Amount. We say good morning, Nana TCL. Your regular listener, Dem Sleep Benjiro, listening to you live inside Tamanu Town. I thank God Almighty for your lives. My team Chelsea is winning this evening. Greetings to all my friends, Boss Spencer, Kofi Salary, Brasoa, Snell, Ateta, Pincho, Big Money, and all Parliament and 4K members. We used to say good morning, Nana Darkwa. I hope you guys are doing well. Regular listener, but long-time texter. My greetings to all Max FM crew. I wish my friend Article happy birthday in advance. This is your guy, Henry, from Medina, Ogbojo. We say good morning to the team. South Africa shocked the football world yesterday. This is Rocco at Kisseman. We say hi, Nana Darkwa. Hope you are doing good. Yes, we are fine. What most people don't know is what most people don't know is that South Africa has one of the strongest leagues on the continent, and some of these players have declined moves to Europe, opting to play locally because the incentives are as good as other European leagues, with the league attracting players from the whole continent, South America, and even few European players plying their trade in SA. You are perfectly right. This is UG Boy from Dansuman. Thank you for your message. We say good morning, Max FM Sports team. Nana, let's give credit to the CAF president and the referees. They've been fantastic. Alimo, Michel Camp, and Odiwe Subaye. We used to say, the #1 sports station in Ghana, Max Sports, no size. Greetings to Raskobi 1 of Insawam Senior High School. This is Mr. Odeneu from Teacher Mante. It's 10:45, 11:45. We pause, we go for a break, we return. Black Stars, Abidjan Quintu, and won't come on any bar. Ye babebo. Andrea, you are Kasa. Na dien ena yenyano edia bar. GF the apology bar. In Sembe ne wa apology num. Anye bia 2 days ena I was say. And penifo a won pay Black Stars coaching job no. Edo on krata eba. Coach Ben na wo hwe nim se o me coach Ghana Black Stars. Ye kwa o me gym kakra. Yes samba sisia. Enyi wa fide ni free ha. I am Max FM 89.7. fie makumienu no yetimi ede ababe sum ye tie for ye de ye koye nima no na ye bo aboafo abaso and 31st yee we dey wan fan one jima why late to but ye twa kosi be 5 pm ntenka echi anabia anwumre be no otwe de na ye de adwuma ni nyina ba wie ye meche start times so omo mega bouquet promo ya omo de buy so what na say last year ene emanem pa madam fu be say ene pa ho adaben nti Jill Star Times, ukra 150 Ghana cedis. Over enjoy 250 satellite channels and no your non-stop sports, entertainment, telenovelas, and our documentaries, cartoons, world news content, and your kika on be brebe. Near ucha 2 months, ubuke na uyusuni sesia na soa. Unya instant 2 months upgrade and we do call higher bouquet and we the mega step up promo na super bouquet subscribers and so unya 10 days free and we the can 2 months no into kakani na boma your friend a step up offer of 70 days nyano kwa ucha subscription na ya mawachede srunkon into start time say sabria yeru afifufu mu de Uni omunshimomu fresh Star Times was 0242 43788 and now say Ubema Star Times for WhatsApp was 055 35 11993 Star Times any Ghana football nkitaudia wamu kwane team the Ghana Premier League ni ebro live Star Times esan the Ghana FA Cup ebro Star Times German Bundesliga Star Times there udu mwa now the asem taichi ekoye mwa and the sports park no ebro max 89.7 na Premium Motors Suzuki Kancho say Omokofa car for Krabi Eddie Abekan North Cars no one and no de Jai Eswani and so catcher and no ena Premium Motors say Menkancho say for any choma swear ewo Atiko Junction Dr. Buzia Highway car mekana semi air Renault Teliant see cruise in style and celebrate the joy of driving wakasa utisti echi driver bonsa mpa uchi car mpa enti kona kojo dem car we see Ube experiencing innovation now what's embrace the magic of the 1.0 liter turbo engine. Our turbo engine with 1.0 liter anti-cojil there. Umpeso tutua na mubia wa busy upeso for Premium Motors for. Omu number is 030 707 9977 030 707 9977 and I say 030 708 0010. You can also visit the showroom, like I said, on the Dr. Buzia Highway at Atiko Junction. And I'll be following Renault Ghana. Our Instagram account, so at Renault GH, Renault Telian. Get whatever you want from live. And it is a sports park in Bro. Our max 89.7. Live in second Takrade on maximum 104.3. Enche na ikutie ensema yenyu adede ayu wode aba efa Black Stars akwantu a omtuko Abidjan en ensema ebata ho. Fridge, udi so shem cry benyu na nso na ehye. Awasa osisem ye rafu fufuro mu eniska no wanum fa bi tonyoma siesie fie fa siesie fa kwa wo bia na nyoma ntimi konkan ma ntimi kanfo max by aso ye edi ama eho uba obenya fridges papa double door de table top bibiere bi eho sanso na ye freezers awodo bebrebre mu chance eno ye ntia no kra ubora max by aso ya ubenya sound bars awodo a emu da o ye your smartphones a would be brebe, washing machines are a be or your TV sets, nina be different types. Ewo eye max buy so ye intime kanfo ewo e the amount for any chair max buy na beji sa home appliances ni bia abrane bo no eda from crack Ghana ade e free Kumasi Kosi Tamale eba sunyani ekoho ekotema East Legon bebiara max buy so ye ewo ho a uba ubenya de openyi nyinara bi ma bibia timi akonkan ama ananu minam Cape Coast abomu Wells Junction me too many mus max buy for den bi na sie ananu sie kotwa abo sunyan medani many o a building num max buy na o hoi na say max buy there if na okwa unhu max buy ho main lorry station no na max buy dintinti mine inti koi na oni max buy enkohwimbom omo ken won edi djumedi eba 11 a.m. is the time. This is the Sports Park on 89.7 inti is it young yen GFFO statement no eno ne yeni kan enkan anase yeni kan mo de da you apology no ye wi a ne ya kan GFFO de no na nyina ya bɔ no tofa na afi ya do mo suko ne yehu fa ko a eno so ye de befa yeni kan inti Andre Ayew ne sema ode aba.
Hi everyone. This past days has been very difficult days for every Ghanaian football fan and myself. I would like to apologize for the results in the AFCON that we just exited. We know that we should have done better, that we should have brought better results to the nation. As the captain of the squad, I take full responsibility for what happened on the pitch, for the playing body. We should have done better. We should have made sure that we bring results to our nation. But in football, these are things that happened. These are things that make you stronger. And what doesn't kill you always make you become a stronger person individually and collectively. We are Ghana, and everybody that knows me knows that I'm never going to give up, meaning we are never going to give up. We are going to rise and shine again, and we are going to do this as a family. I'd like to apologize again and show our remorse. We understand the anger, the backlash, everything that came to us. We take it and we'll make sure that we put our flag back where it belongs. Thank you very much, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
That's Andre Ayew, or a Black Stars captain, and also Eddie Nesem Abano. Na semo. Is it uti ne kasa emuna? Na ese wonya nuhu. What I say? Wonya nuhu na well. Na ese okay. If me pese ye hwe the GFA so Eddie Aba efa Black Stars ye AFCON participation what I say nti na Andrea Pachoyi na GFA so Pacho. Okay, so I think I've chanced on it, right? Also, the Ghana Football Association extends our sincerest apologies to the good people of Ghana and all stakeholders for the recent disappointing performance of the senior national team, the Black Stars, at the Africa Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire 2023. We understand the disappointment and frustration that results can bring to our passionate football-loving nation. Our team's performance fell short of the high expectations we all share, and we take full responsibility for the disappointment. Into way any GFA statement no na I'll get back to the statement, but young kwa manosuna yeni Yenya Penny Fifi Taki or your spokesperson Edma de Ayus and treating como following Andre's apology and the future of the Black Stars captain with the team. Good morning, Fee. Good morning, Fifi.
Hello?
Hi, good morning, Fifi.
Good morning, Nana. How are you?
I'm fine by the grace of God. Mpacho say also here.
I don't know here.
Now, who are Ghana?
But I'm already good.
So where are they? Vivi, where they are from when you're born? Ghana, Black Stars, according to Mutuko, Cote d'Ivoire, and what they bomb Koboy, and semi free move, but Titru, and pay Captain Atuna Numtu. But we are journalists. Now, face to Crumpo, was on here, Jumaya check, what several tournaments, now Fimpo, and they only captain, and aiding Kitan war that level. Modern boy see Kobo Afcon yi. Mpacho, who is saying?
That's it, Nana. You need here. Modern bono and swing and study fata, and yet the SSA Ghana, you boys no be brave, or more to you, or more apologize. Almost everybody, the entire team, who have seen this on their social media handles, so they are apologizing. I think it's in order. It's not a performance that we can be proud of. It's in bad taste.
Now, Ayo say a copy for me, say, considering how we've performed in the previous AFCONs.
I'm being very careful what I say because you called me the capacity of a spokesperson for that use.
So I use so Obama Ghana in maybe sound.
Okay, and because me can be a headlines, no.
Oh, Debbie, I know you know how to put it the best way you can.
So. It's not the best. Maybe nice anchor. Yeah, maybe especially after the game against game in America, Mexico, and the US. No, and then from there, no, you have a ball friendly against Namibia. I mean, the writing was on the wall, and then we took it to the AFCON, and then we were exposed and humiliated. So I think where the mistakes are, and they have immediately trying to rectify it. So we see how it goes the next one, or the next Black Stars game.
We didn't plan well for the AFCON?
In planning, dear Nana, there has always been a problem. My first AFCON in 2002 up to date, planning and Shedda and Kuyi to Senia. I mean, if you look at this one, we were supposed to have gone to South Africa, and then later they changed their mind to Kumasi and all that. So if we had planned properly, I'm sure Sanka Sanyama winning our agency. But I mean, the FA, is a listening FA, and I'm sure. So I don't almost believe a public backlash anymore. Almost as all margin, maybe not there were other challenges. You know, say. If I need to be an media trigger, but it was okay. Maybe the next time we will learn from our mistakes and make sure mistakes never minimum.
Right. Ghana Kobo tournament by na anfo bebre. Ghana Echo coach. By a search committee, you pick coach. And for so, Mumpacho and Zamako pick coach, Manya, but if you know, said they have their reasons for doing things. But a chopper bar from team the captain, Andrea Yu, is after how many days? Over a week, Ghana free AFCON and I was a captain. As so, a apology about team. Pacho, where the Obebusa said, what went into this decision to apologize to Ghanaians and the timing of the release of the apology?
First of all, I mean, in everything that you do, I'm sure say program movie program now we'll have a editorial meeting and then more the etosini, the ankoye, the sankamoye, and all that. First of all, I'm not sure say there were any timelines or time boundaries for the FA to apologize. The FA is not for one person. One person doesn't take decision. They have a board, and so board means I'm not sure say they can put anything out there unless it be the FA is run by one man and clear manifestations. FA is not run by one man. It will be a so in the case of captain, and so there are a lot of things. I mean, the sober reflection immediately. You know, when you are angry and you are not happy, you have to take your time and put things together. So after a couple of days, and then he decided, say, let's put this out there, and then he did. So it's better late than never.
Na mpacho ono ankasa no ubenu pa se boko nsa penalty baye na emre bi atwam Ghana call World Cup ewo Qatar penalty baye na wabo asay anano ojiremu boma Ghana when you red card they are suspending for a couple of games. How does he feel about enyoma esisia are resulting into Ghana intimi nkonanim na ye bafie na nyoma nko ye ma national team a ubeka se ebi efa no so na de bae enam no so
se sanso na obi ma pass na obi di shego na efa obi nso so no obi di shego na den na se in the game no yen 2 penalties mistakes on here na yen see the share. First of all, say you cover ball na say obi a mistake. These things happen in football. Na wa bobo kakra. I'm sure say you will know about this and you educate your listeners about it. Andrea, you on Shedda and Senebo and Copac to say Okako Bobo no troka and I say Okako deep penalty amagana. It happens. It's part of the game. And I'll share penalty nearby and any fault in any way. And any fault. Sansuna Mozambique for no defender no so abono kobono so and so any fault. Red card is part of the game. And there you walk up penalty miss. It's the first time one miss penalty in Ghana. It's the first time. I miss it since I started say about penalties. On say penalties that it's the first time. And for a big player, and I said top player, you must go through one day. He must go through Messi. It happened to him. Cristiano Ronaldo is happening to him. Didier Drogba is happening to him. Samuel Eto'o is happening to him. Onuane Papa Mikai against Tunisia, he missed the penalty and then went on to score in that game. Penalty miss the Otebo and I said, yeah, it's normal. It's part of the game. So for us, it's not something that we are worried about. He's worried about the team itself, not about Onu. And you could tell from the video now, I'll share video, no team, you know, share no one, and I see, yeah. I had no as a team, I know, I had no part as a team, say, to me, and call me. I'm going to the Nations Cup, you know, Obia, I resume, say, we'll go further, but, I'm Banasana, there's nothing you can do. You go back to the drawing board and then strategize and go again. So that's exactly what happened.
Na sisi ono a leader everybody talks about his leadership qualities and his inspirational abilities on the team. Na odi team anim na results no enkoye na abribia anfo team na sema ye ja team ni si ho na ye yi na sinchen na ono na manfo na sem am pempi no sen of first ansemi.
Nana, no condition is permanent.
No condition is permanent.
No condition is permanent.
No, I know who is saying.
Also, Andrea Yukakra. Andrea, you knew Ubia Oma criticisms, a pusunokra, and as a hano, and affecting in any way, not at all. Or he doesn't make, in fact, he likes challenges. And he over her, amidst all this halabaloo about him and in free team, no young fanunko, retire, on your see, you know. He gets into the game, 15 minutes to go. He scored 2 goals. He's not a player, Osha, mentally, no, it's not that sound. He's in Kasanka on Tibukra and Kopak and Sokras or but he put everything together and then aside and then go on the pitch and make sure that he go and deliver. It has always been his desire and willingness say Okopak so Obako Bobo ni Tim Boye Mubia and good results. At the end of the day, it's about the team, it's not about no. He has said that many times and I don't know. I mean, I quite remember you had that interview with him in Kapong too.
Yeah,
2012. On top of my head, I can remember this 2012. So, no, it's all about the team. It's not about individual achievements.
Wow, is it Mesha debut senior? Maun said the great maestro Abedi Ayu Pele. Obama Ghana from 82 to 98. Obo more than 73 matches. Na Masamba Babeshe Miankasa Mini Pojam Andrea Yu. Waboma Ghana from 2007. Our that's why Jinemu. Our wabom more than 190 matches crown and Ghana watches or Konani Manesa. The only captain awaiting me the Ghana Aji under 20 World Cup. Wabo World Cups ama Ghana. Chese niboni asweni. Na unforeseen Andrea no jinane na so abroba sa kora wiswa na woni esian niwe muntari mujine mu bono ya miani nukreni enye sa Andrea you na ene okojina park so a yehu sa ne monimbo na otaida ne di no na akanka sa so yesi bema beye bi no ma me ni nyinara amfo simpempen so ya duru ya eni ase team ni de tare na waya onu danu ide nka we de ni die ma onya blaster ne bo in same way wate na muso amoben na amako ebusuafo e modwen ho ana se o professional idea moja ni permanent se abra no apene wajai.
Nana Mr. Bebli se ojai bono bona ede mpuntu bi bre individuals no push sa agenda nana ana se disikali be ha kusho mbuto. And I say, then parentina, engineer so parentina more cardio mocano. Nepa chrono will give 34 years, Jenny 34 years, sorry. And I'm emphasizing you. Jenny 34 years, in Ferimokra. Or that's so bobon. Injuries be in our film. Or Jaya na ayeden among. I think say a personal decision for no one casa to feel say, oh, Cecilia, we read you money in Pomuno and a moon to papa and Cecilia, make Jabon.
You have just one.
Okay. All right. Yeah, come back now. Yani Fifi Atwa and Komochiche. So forgive us for this. It's happened for the second time this weekend. It's embarrassing. Moving chain. We will get back once again. I am Max 89.7. Hey. Magic and Kwan.
Please welcome Gideon.
Fachen, ya homa no di ehwamo kakra me so ye nto aso.
Nti sene America no ono no gina park no so ebobo. So she ni mpom ne radio mu na se ofo se say die. Nintimi bioma. E ono a call to make is not anybody's call to make. And I find it very ridiculous for somebody like 𝐒𝐏𝐿𝐕𝐄 Samponsu. Ono wako parliament there how many years ni? He's been in parliament for over 2 decades. And he is calling for somebody to retire. When is he retiring in politics? I think he had enough. You know, so some of the calls are coming in. It's very ridiculous. And I find it very funny and laughable. Say, people don't check themselves before make his call because a trending story will be a can be without checking on your shoulders and looking at your back to see having self check and see who you are and I'm a clan or then a woman who I mean I don't get it. I don't get it. If you look at the players who retired, ex-players not retired, they retired because they had injuries. Somebody like my friend Stephen Appiah, which I can't mention his name boldly. Stephen didn't retire because because people pushed him. He retired because he had injury. There's a reason why he retired. All the players who retired, they felt that, look, they said here, the guy is playing actively in the league, and you're calling for him to retire.
You get the feeling that some Ghanaians are unjustifiably pushing Andre out of the national team?
Oh, Nana, I've been in this business for far too long. I don't need anybody to tell me. It's a fact. I know, and we know. And it's not something that is going to happen today, tomorrow, next week, next month. We are in search of a new coach. Coach Neba, that's our friend, available. There's been several instances when coaches come and they don't invite him. He says back and wish the team well and concentrate on his club football. If coach comes and he says that I don't need him again, you just comply. That's it. It is not for anybody's call to make, say, on retire. Or retire, then away home. Would I put food on the table for them? Would I put money in their pocket? Would I pay the electricity or water bill? It's leave the person to make his own decision. Leave the person to make his own decision. Me, I have my opinion about it. I have my reservation about it. But leave the person to make his opinion. Let him decide for himself. It is not up to anybody to decide for him. Say, look, retire. No. Your president, Nana Darkwa-Gyasi, how old is he? Over 70 years. Didn't you go for a re-election? John Mahama, is he not going for re-election again? I don't get it when people make that suggestion. Say it's not like it's in their suggestion. It's like they are forcing him to retire. So then our problems will be solved. Is he the problem of the national team? If somebody has comported himself well over the years, it's Andre Ayew with the national team. Captain, you say your man and Bobby, what's the bench, or carry your Dean, your friends on the board, and I'll away. Dean, you're competing with and people don't have no idea the kind of things he does behind the scenes. I wish I can meet with the Biatuja, but I don't have the mandate to do that now. Let's leave the boy alone to take his decision. If he feels that, look, I can't do it anymore, and I go, the people pushing that agenda on social media and other traditional media, and it will not wash. It won't happen. So they should just forget about it because they are not dealing with somebody. He doesn't know his left from his right. He takes decisions on his own.
As you talk about right.
Yeah, I'm listening.
As you talk about he taking decisions on his own, but say you should be freer. Abri biara Ghana for be Ebeka Andrea you are seminal. There's one linkage. And our papa and our officer team ni omodia. Now papa bebo and our no so person bo and referring to see him. You cannot talk about Andre without talking about his father. And I know airport. You say papa any or no Jordan omu enam abromu fi Cote d'Ivoire ba ye no. O papa na yo titin sembi say na otia then yo catch any bano. And I say ono so timu say o minyano he's an adult enough to handle all of these things.
You know, Andre is an adult for him to take his own decision. Point blank.
Wow.
He's an adult to take his own decision. You can advise, you can suggest, but you can't decide for him.
Right.
We'll say, "Ubit me afraid me." Now those suggestions about, I'll put it through. At the end of the day, it is him who will decide. It's him who will decide. Nobody can decide for him. I have seen a lot of fake accounts attributed to him, and they are used because okay, so this resignation thing, I think, if my memory serves me right, I think about 6 months ago or a year ago or something, there was something like that circulating in the media.
Yeah.
For them to come out and say no. So the people are behind doing, one thing that I've observed in the media space is that, and whether you like it or not is a truth. The name Ayew, it gives people a lot of likes and eyeballs and traction, and traffic and all that. When people talk about them, they make a lot of money from them, like YouTube. Say, okay, no disrespect to any other player, but with the Andrea, you see, or the Jordan, you see, and any other players, you understand what count. You get a lot of reactions from these two boys more than the other colleagues. So I think that people do that for them to get sort of mileage be on their and traffic be on their social media portals. It's the reason why they do the things that they are doing. They are actors and other people in their profession. And why haven't you retired? How many years have you been in this job? Why haven't you retired? Look at Kovna is still doing his job. He's doing it well. 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 and all those guys, they are all doing their job diligently. Why haven't they retired? Because they feel like they have more to offer. It is their call to retire. Nobody can push anybody to retire.
All right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, be jawana. Yeah, dim komochi. Yeah, that's the pass. One time pekasa bibribi na ya chunwa ni uni dim komo. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for your time.
When Tony na pushing me on makasa, but me transfer fee in my umuhu ya no. So my 10% on one transfer fee to me train.
Na me be any war.
There me say transfer fee no. Unti my umuhu ya to max no. 10% onward transfer fee and buy intimate train.
I was not me moving up. Now me a free agent and I said, "Me that social was it."
Now that's social mass intimate train. Bye bye.
I'm sure be brave. 29 minutes past 11. Max 89.7. 31st January 2024. Andrea Ayew any Ayu family on Kasama for what they said Yeneno H3 and Komo L Max 89.7. I need to go back and read the GFA statement. The Omo Ede Pagana for Choro. Now if you hear say Nzemo Omo Kano and you be a Omo Nuomo na Yenyin Tum Nyen Den Nti Wedie Mizan Cambium. It's a statement on Africa Cup of Nations Cote d'Ivoire 2023. I think the Ghana Football Association extends our sincerest apologies to the good people of Ghana and all stakeholders for the recent disappointing performance of the senior national team, the Black Stars, at the Africa Cup of Nations Cote d'Ivoire 2023. We understand the disappointment and frustration that such results can bring to our passionate football-loving nation. Our team's performance fell short of the high expectations we all share and take full responsibility for the disappointment. Following a meeting of the Executive Council of the Association and Chairman of the RFAs on Tuesday, January 30, 2024, the GFA wishes to assure all stakeholders that the requisite steps are being taken to address the issues at hand, and a thorough review of the team's strategies, training, compensation, and overall structure is underway. We value the unwavering support of our stakeholders, and we commit to working tirelessly with you to ensure a stronger and more competitive team. Your loyalty and passion are the driving forces behind our efforts to rebuild and elevate the standard of Ghanaian football. We appreciate your understanding during this challenging time and remain dedicated to restoring the pride and success we all desire for the Black Stars. Together, we shall emerge stronger and more resilient. Thank you for your continued support. Ghana FA Communications, 31 minutes past 11. Nana Adu.
Nana Darkwa.
Yeah, mon ami.
Fifi Akasa. Yeah. Capito Akasa. And of course, Football Association also. The Ghana for a request for Naba Bonting. Chenache. That's a here. And I feel say me pay the tone in angles na if it take the free battle. What can Andre the die say or making a debut in 2007? I'm starting to make a calculation will be three. And we are talking about 17 years of serving this country. Nana, may yes sure say currently there is more than 5 players have about 17 years. And I'm on my madam Usia kind. May yes sure. Maybe Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. Who else?
Luka Modric.
Alexis Sanchez is also there.
Alexis Sanchez, we're 20 years now, they did.
Boy, Papa.
In day, what can I say? I'm a boom component. I think say, what's your mind? Ghana's of mine. Players have more than 100 games for the Black Stars of Ghana in Luton. In fact, the great Maestro himself, one boy even 80 games for the Black Stars. The Maestro himself. And to me, Nana FIBA and baby Nana. I'm hoping say Andre the die will Jordan. Even Jordan is very close to making his 100 game for the Black Stars. Very close. Menyesho or more than 5 games to also hit 100. Menyesho. Or why less than 5 games, or also by 100. And sometimes me man can send me say Omonte. Because Omonte do baby awe edipa. Me ne would na hold him come imagine nko. Na me kwose dem na me de betumi to me pillow so. Na me mama ni so hwesoro a eno so adwene nko. What does here? And me imagine how in some way or more they will feel. But the day Obi Osi are kind in the French league. All cut off leagues in the world is part. No, you be body. Oka say you should retire from a national team. men no one yard gonna say. Unless you have talent in abundance.
Question you.
Now the day question and no one will lose out.
The modern bono.
Yeah.
Any almost so Omia Ghana phobia almost bobo or de be almost sunya be bono. A bro almost dear so ana.
It's a make say.
And I say a no justification to say onyaibo.
It's a make say. Unless you were talent, a bro so sam and a bro so be. No, but I am before say, Quanya coach is fast to your call up for a tournament. And Yanina current form ni a play hero. But mama about 80% say players with current form is the key one. And so I be be more high. Yet the come at the support idea. The day of Bablaster in there. Playing the football alone may not be the reason why Coach Ben Agent so afraid they are. Playing the football alone may not be the reason. Maybe there are other factors are eboa. And it's not 50 that he can't say. There are other things within the national team. Or Kasa or can't but also keep you no because only the permission from the guys. So among Kasa answer no. One situation no. And Ghana for nyambo tle kakra. Fando de dayo. 2007 to 2024, 17 years. Nanedu, serious. So be back to my dear tesa. Nti nyanyan to boase ma dede. From age 17, 18 till now 34 years. Masumo mine from the junior team to the senior level. Nti nyanyan to boase mo obviously apology dey wunya.
Obviously se bia wo ye bibi na odi akoma pa na ya de no. Na de bia manfo so ayi wano esi bone.
Ana wunya na ho nto.
Osuma ye super bibia na ye de udi abata ho. De enkoye bia na ye de udi abata ho a. Ade na wunya na ze wunye free.
Edu bia be click wa dwene de but there are other things I almost so when they are representing their nation omunya free mu. So I know see other aspects bia eba me for say ye mo take your omunya nkwala. Mun take your decision mo for say be bo mo career no. Need ma ko de dia komu no. Apology ni there. From the players on the side, yeah, some.
Yeah.
You penny for on the side, no, you be some 100%. Omono to nyama yi answer. Ebo apia bisa o question bi. When to me and no straight. Also, when was the last time who said blasters is here? Kanya? Who said man for kita Ghana flag? When was the last time who be? And your big questioner. Ebo apia bisa yan to me and no. The last time a blasters is here, kind. Now man for kita Ghana flags are omu him because blasters is playing. I check. So it tells you say, or don't not Ghana for what the more blasters no when they are playing no. Nana Darkwa, swat kakra. When men never first to my revive this idea no. I am more performance. Change of attitude. A key. Menyanentie say football association need to put some things in place Obama the media na get close to the blasters as time goes on. And now you call AFCON way. Every blaster training grounds difficult for a media person to go and watch. But other country there, even people who are working as a media officers for the football association, it to be call other country there, acquire players interview. So these are Nyamabia Ghana for experts say changes way to maba around our team and it will help us. So yeah, they will try home. Nyama mu dey gu akwem. Nyama start on beso moye. The most important thing, coach Ebeba, the first caller, the new blasters. Ghana for beso behu bibi. About the new direction I the blasters team dey beko. Apology ni di aba. But we say say why after 1 week? Obusubaka say na efe ni NCI. And run omusia for the first time here school meeting. Ebisua sadet here. And tasum that match there. But ebisua sadet here. So, yeah, this situation e be siako. Any kwamba from Bocha to Nyama. Na boy team no. Me believe say Blaster no betuma san so review. If you are to Nyama year. Ye hia coach and mu do. Ye hia coach a odina bench wa Ghana for the players ni huna ni mu yedu.
Send you wait and say you do send you wait so oswana say.
Unze coach bu odina wa players na huna unze we nipa we die. What the in the case here. So we will be Nana Darkwa ni mu yedu si die but oboma and say the jata bom. What is Obama who say yes, I said jata bom. Ntenye ne kase no.
Right.
Eh di obetumi aye.
That's true.
What did I make an say?
Yes. Kind of respect you command.
Absolutely. Ebo bisa say 20 years ago. Na mo ye adwuma we e radio gold. People take say oba ha no. Sika so ojifudu wo buko wabre wo ho ne nsankan. E kire we enra adwuma a wo ye na obi di ho adase.
That's right.
What situation so me feel say the kind of people that don't mabe twehia e the blasters no be can the next blaster ho come na kire yen yi. So me feel say it's a good thing for the association, a good thing from the captain of the side, and I think say the speaker no so akasa yi fifitaki together with the boy appear mo pass through. Ni nyina kire say blaster na betuma yen yi if only they will listen. That is what the boy appear kan. Go almost the problem no monim dada.
So
enya de foforo ya kwa anko yie so kwa na foso bada nyama ani na nyama akọ yie de amaye no. That is what Ghanaians want. So if it's in there ko ye hwe how the new blasters to be si akọ na boy etim so far there what about there ye hwe the way enim no that will be the most important thing about my boy. So the new blasters things will start working for us. Nana Darkwa.
Thank you very much, Nana Adu. It's 11:41, max 89.7. Let me come through a few messages and go to Josiah. I said, Nana, we understand where he's coming from, but football, politics, and journalism is a whole different job altogether. So in football, when age catches up with you, kindly step down and pave way for others to thrive. That you brothers have done their best, but now they keep declining. I think it's better to avoid shame on the field of play always. Apologies are useless if you keep repeating the same mistakes. This is your regular listener but long-time texter, Kwame Vidal from Michelle Camp. I'll say, to be honest, I'm really happy how things are going in the AFCON. All the teams that were marked to be champions are all being sent home. I know by now the Black Stars will be highly ashamed of themselves for dropping out so soon while they watch their brothers eliminating the big guys. Today, Barcelona will lose again. Hala Madrid and nothing more. I'm Terror Kid from Nima. We say greetings to all Nungwa Massive and crew. Nana, I can see you are not a novice in this job you are doing. Keep it up. Don't be like the Black Stars. My name is Champion Life Boy or Best Dress from Nungwa Zongo. We say apologies as if nothing happened in the previous outings. The same value. So long as he and the likes of Pate, Amate, and other underperforming players coupled with some corrupt Harrison, be careful. Your language and the people you are directing it at. Good morning, guys. I'm really surprised with this AFCON. Or see a friend, Joshua Apam or Kodiabe. We used to say, okay. All right. Good morning, Nana, and the Max Sports team. Hope you guys are doing better. South Africa's league is one of the best leagues in the world, and they also have good infrastructure in the world of football. Remember, he mentions a pay TV company, and he says he's not surprised that they beat the Moroccans. All right. Regular listener, Adama Ewotema. We say, good morning, Max Sports. It's Prosper from Nungwa. There's a demolition exercise coming up this evening at Enfield. That Abidjan Blue team go explain Tara. They are the Abidjan Blue team. We see. You see. Gordon, I'm sorry. I keep telling you that if you give you someone message, now say it's a one full scap pager. How can I read it? I'm sorry, I wouldn't even attempt it. Good morning, Nana. With the absence of Jackson, my team Chelsea is winning tonight by 3-1. Well, see, hi, Nana. Please tell Ten Hag not to use Onana again. We United fans beg him. Greetings to Nana Ufie at Hacho, Ekomog, and the Uber driver called Astiwani El Taifa. I'm not El Mempasem East Legon Blue Gate. And Odiwe so Ebae. Well, say good morning, Max Boss. Please keep up the good work. My last 4 teams to win the AFCON is DRC, Cape Verde, Angola, and Mali. Thank God for the Ghana's win yesterday. Astonished Qatar and a way by yo.
Obeni.
Audition by uncle.
Fifi se mwa chene sa wa kasa.
Aye, ogozo. Pakasa he.
Oh. Nana, I think Nana is a frustration. And to be honest, we are not being fair to the Ayu brothers, Ghanaians in general. Let's accept it, Nana.
Fifi Bekase
no, and yes, Fifi Bekana. Nana, I'm looking at active players. They've earned more caps for their respective countries.
Right.
And they are still playing. And the list goes on and on. More than 30 players are still playing.
Obviously, you can be playing, but how well you play should be the matter of consideration.
Ronaldo bought Saudi. Ronaldo is playing the Saudi Pro League. Nana, Nancy, we spoke about Max Gradel. He was there 2012, Equatorial Guinea. He was there.
The team that won the AFCON.
2015, he was there. So what are we talking? He's 36 years.
Max Gradel.
Max Gradel is 36. You see, Nana, Inter America was a frustration. When a team fails to win, number way Nayete. So what you here? It's a team ain't me winning. Nana, these are some of the things you end up with hearing. Inter America say.
Just before you continue, Tony is informing me now that over 400 coaches have applied for the Ghana job. We are yet to authenticate this report, but these are the things that are coming.
Highest
50 years.
The highest coaching way you badge. And 50 years of one year and I say and no one here. Because the coach is the way we have the highest coaching badge. Any 50 years experience. Nana, me sure Gazi between 50. But that's on the flip side. I don't know why Ghanaians will keep on criticizing this because question will be saying, Nana said the day you Jai Bobo, would that win Ghana the AFCON? No, and you see, he's proven. I'm looking at the records, Nana, with the AFCON. Let's even take the personal ones out, achievements out. Nana, he's been to the final twice, and he has a bronze medal, 3rd place in Ghana 2008.
Bronze medal in
for AFCON.
For AFCON.
In the bronze medal, Bako, silver medal, Nana, he's one. Aside the fact that he's not claimed gold, he's well decorated. He has another 20 World Cup gold medal. Nana 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄 Nabuma.
On the 20 African Cup.
Gold medal. So what you say? Into 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄 Nabuma. Tell me, say, at the national team stage, he's not a decorated player.
That's why you bow out when the applause are high.
At this point.
Aye.
No, but how are we not being able to distinguish between loyalty and selfishness? The guy has been loyal. And as a Omoje Musint, the Ayus are always loyal. We've complained about players. One Ghana for at the end. We complain about players not being loyal because they choose to play for their club sides and leave their national teams.
You are right.
So why is it that so obviously or not the national team your friend? Anytime our matures and upon and then and we still have a problem with that. Ghanaians complained about the loyalty of certain players. Even Mike Essien was one of those players. And I'm saying it on record. So Ghanaians question is what? His loyalty to what? To the Black Stars. Nana. And we've always preached what? About loyalty. Nana. And be dedicated to what? The national what? Cause. Andre Ayew has capped 120 times for the Black Stars. His brother has capped 100 times. Nana, who share top 100 players of Makapi the most for their national teams? Andrea Ayew is there. No one is pushing Ronaldo out. It's a Fifi. I love what he said. Say, until say a coach will come in and say, "Mem throw him." The guy is always willing to what? To serve. Andrea Ayew is 34. He'll be 35 in December.
Yeah.
Not 34 young bobo.
So be bo ni momo ne papam.
Na 34. Nana oya kokran ka obetimi abu can say Caesar kick no.
In a competitive league like the league.
Like the league, the guy has played 5 times for Le Havre. He scored twice. Nana, are those bad records? Even some of our strikers cannot boast of such what numbers.
But the level of consistency.
Yes, Inter America said the guy is still playing. And guess what? If you guy no gusu yedeng, bobo. You see, it's only a problem when we are not winning. And now budget asema be boom. Now ministry asema yedeng abe boom. Then you always find something to what to talk about. Office Akwaji Afwan go be Andrea Ayew handsome. Mas Gado was featuring for a team for the host nation at 36 years. Nana Cote d'Ivoire for Akasa into Obo.
Vincent Abubakar.
Abubakar is playing for Middle East. Nana Obi Akasa into Abubakar Ebo. No, we should be fair. No, at least as Ghanaians. See, we can get frustrated.
Already 32.
And America say we can get frustrated. Nana. No matter how. Yeah, although. Are you seeing the penny?
The only passport 32.
There be on patch any age no.
Any age no passport.
Okay, say no. But because oh, Tibu say your passport no I say oh back you issue.
If you take kasa no can say.
Oh, see Andrea you saying
the real. Or stress you 3 times.
Ahmed Musa okay, on 31.
Chale only pass you or so be 6 ka. Why is 22?
Eh, never there come a parliamentarians. So they be Obra Canon. Somebody wanted to clarify whether the Cameroon was part of West Africa because a Central African country. Okay, so you wrap up for me.
Nana, the only thing I have to tell the Ghanaians, see, in the midst of the frustration, yes, spending more than we are earning with regards to the national team. See, let's just. Me say, oh, Nana, what would you win here? Single out players here, but it never happened. So let's just be at least. For all the time they've saved, Nana, for the sweat and everything, the claps, Nana, at least this is the time. You see, in Kofokas, we don't treat our legends well, and it's true because Andrea is a legend. Oh yeah, then he's a legend. He's a Ghanaian legend. No matter what we do, so at least the same post where he's managed to find a club playing competitively. Nana, it's time to what? At least support him. He's not the reason why we are looking at grassroots. They are not the reason why we are not winning the AFCON.
Thank you very much. We're picking calls now. 0201 825 252 055 00 555 22 and 0579 3025. This message reads, Nana, good morning. I wish to ask you a question. Did we not say we are rebuilding the Black Stars team? Why are we expecting too much from a team under construction? We Ghanaians are our own problems. We don't know our place, I suggest. On coaching, I suggest we get a coach that will grow with the boys moving forward. We all want good results, but Ghanaians, we demand too much. We can't wait to hear, all right, 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 and 𝐀𝐂𝐊's take on these. Good day. This is Adam from East Airport. Hello.
Nana Darkwa-Gyasi.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Nana Darkwa-Gyasi.
Thank you for coming, Nana.
So, hope all of you are doing very well.
Grace has found us. We are alive and we are good.
That's good. We thank God for your life. Nana, Ghana had it. Maybe America. Say, if you are in Ghana, whether you are being can was we are papaya, Becca, we are 1 year, Becca. Not Josiah to say, all can be fair. Yeah, share. Captains are only thing. Anya cap, I did drop it on my mind. Nastela Mugusu Mobo. I don't think so. All Ghanaians would be so where you say the day are you any Jordan, you have not contributed their quota for Black Stars. Me as a person in American, they can't their impact. What could do finance? Twice, but the bronze na edo. Kana ye pe cap no because in 1982 I Ghana J cap. In as much as I need them. It took me just about 2-3 years. It's me who cap ni bida. It's if I want to see a cap, not the work I could do finance. It's as my can say, oh my your moody. Oh my be. It's almost young woman chain, probably somewhere still and what we can also do. I don't know how we are just a bit more my God.
Right.
That's it.
Gracias. Thank you very much for your call. 89.7. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Mpacho, Uma radio sets no volume ni ma from kakra.
Okay.
Mpacho yan.
Ona Ghana ni what's more.
No, keno kongbo na okawie.
Oh, that is someone you. I don't want you to see Jordan. The day are you past place, Ghana woman was many things about that. Some of the most players here are. There are certain players when you are over. I'm a port before. When I walk, Bomo than ever. I can only see a pipe from over. And what can I do? I've got a demand and do. See, they're not easy. Bomo, it's Ghana. You are 17 years. It's not easy. 17 years is not easy. They try best they will, and that's what they wake up an hour before. The one minute and one day about 1 hour. Now, one actually can't pay the day they have it, I'm like, I will forget it. But no more, I'm there. The capital one, you can, the short one, can have a few of players. In the year you get Jordan, they are players. Come on, money fit. Very inactive, achieve back passes in a corner. I can go. I can respond and move a carrier. Second, no coach. You know, Osman of the boss, I the water. The coach is frustrated. Why? Because what you are from, the coach will like it, what you are from. It was unwanted to Ghana when you play.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Majobo, we are grateful that you called. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Nana Darkwa. Adumara kwa yenti we.
The day you any Jordan asamu efi abada say me. Did onye hwe Jordan so onye den. Onye hwe. Ghana your problem na ahwase e kofi okuduwo nyina free your coach. GFA any ministry sports minister. You say you know. Because if that say okuduwo ya isa ko yere. You me aga boot 100. To the many share that no. But when the players are that say am ko okuduwo ya nipa 5. I'm about to say me there. Bob that Jordan were number 1. Also Bob that Kudus, Duku, Gentle, Magida Shimelo, 5 with it. Asa, what has over capital? The friends I don't call a cold one. Oh, the friends they are. They do a cream one. Where the friends were animal, they don't be able to gas them, not to the gas them. But the then will be a Brazil, dinner from the color blame afternoon, or no, the Dennis Ahmad in the game. I have to pay me up and promotion upon the ring and say, you can't tell me how many people. So maybe I'm not your coach now. Fine, who did that for captain or the local? My father's super man more. I want to go with my lamp to base. I'll make my my money. So that's it. So on the top about fine. You say that the black time. Oh, they won't say. But Africa is or the local boys, man. Ebo, I'm more born to the paper. Tell you, I'm going to buy a journey. Assume say I didn't think or say, or Nadiana. About everything that's all I do. That I was one that maybe. But the incident be one of you couldn't them. Can I have a problem? You couldn't apple. Right. I haven't a thing yet. So that's it. The thing I want to go to why? Why? You go to Paris or then why? Hey.
I was one that said I think you made your point. You've taken our time. We're grateful. No caller and in teen and Chena EPG emoji media. So hi. Yes, sir. Yes, so I don't patch you here. Patch you.
Last call up, no. Yeah, coach in a free place, no.
Patch your coach in a free place.
Baby, so coach in a free.
Patch on.
Other place in coach in the floor.
Patch on.
I say, your bomb match should not say, coach, you can get player, be not player, because my coach in the team.
Aye.
And I didn't know I'm out for the job, I saw the answer. And the day I don't know, coach does a change something. The ball I bought the intention, say, ball now, what I now, down, so you cross level. Yet the family holding house for the nation, the day I have the quality man, what was he doing? It's the next gala for the 1 year. William Manu, same finish. Because when or you are, you want to say your bomb, you need it. About the petrol, can't you get more best others? On the message, you can now on Deno, make up Ghana fortune.
Yes, sir, that's Nyami Shabi, bro. You better back on PJ. Hi.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Nana, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Penny.
And I'm a GFP apology. Me personally, as a Ghanaian, I don't accept it.
Why?
It's been 1 week. We don't act like that. We don't work like that. Sebi. Who Nana Darkwa say, "Obi your bonny." What over ye? Your bonny. Obe 1 week. I don't know about you. And Nana,
Debbie,
we don't do that. And after you, the day are you. After Komo say 3-2 last 2 years, and I'm like Ghana for. And you see, Ghana, we are not serious. Nana, you want to tell me, say Ghana, if we are building a team in the next 10 years, next 5 years, is the day are you going to be part of the team? Tell me, Nana.
I don't think so.
Yes. So if a coach will come tomorrow and will not call the DRU, will not call the DRU, he is right. We don't need them. We don't need those two players. In the next 5 years, they are not going to help us. If we qualify for US World Cup, the DRU will not go there. So what are you talking about? Now, I'm not confident that we sound like broken record. Last time, Lou said, Nitati, or the yes, or the Casa, I think I'm going to tell you how many Gaza. No, we have here for him. No, just Anyama, where they are you, YB, don't are you, YB. They have to leave the scene. So that we look for young people, young talent that can come here. What are they? So, yo,
yes, sir, that's it. I had it. Yeah, try adrenaline. You see, you need them. You chantro. You super man for. It's a learning process every day. Okay. And the basic. Now, yada ebo apiase for coming through. Yada you Fifi Takiase, the spokesperson for the youth. Thank you, Tony, for a great production. Thank you very much, Nana Adu, Josiah, Mutala Yakubu. Ya also be free Abidjan Abanne. Ya stay cheon. To everybody who made the program a success, Michael, Daniel, Belinda, PK, Gordon, Ben, Philip, Yenya, any kabomu, Brady, any kabomu ne di jumidino e baye. And access from Techno Mobile, Premium Motors, the Renault Talent Aba, Star Times, enjoy digital life.